name that Birmingham has trusted since 1954. That is Hemp Hill Services. Call now, 205-229-2090. That's 205-229-2090.
It is the first college tailgate party of the season. Boiling and Bragging, Saturday, October 16th, 6 to 8:30 in Mountain Brook's Crestline Village near O'Neill Library. Come enjoy great food, kids games, live music, and support your favorite team at Boiling and Bragging. This annual event benefits the Critical Care Transport Team at Children's of Alabama. Saturday, August 16th, 6 to 8:30 p.m. in Mountain Brook's Crestline Village. For more information, visit boilinginbragging.org. That's the letter N, boilinginbragging.org.
It's bow time. Tired of choosing between sweet and savory? Why not have both? Introducing Bojangles' new chicken and bowberry waffles. The bold Cajun chicken filet you love, now drizzled with a bowberry honey glaze and sandwiched between two warm waffles. Which means your favorite meal of the day just met your new favorite dish. And lucky for you, it's served all day. But it's only here for a limited time, so try chicken and bowberry waffles at Bojangles today. It's bow time.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, company truck accident, a car accident, or work-related accident? Call Alabama's largest personal injury firm. Alexander Shunnarah Trial Attorneys will fight for every dollar you deserve, and it won't cost you a dime. Trust me. What do you say, man?
Call me, Alabama.
Call 659-777-7777 or go to Shunnarah.com.
No representation made that the legal services provided are better than legal services provided by other attorneys.
Hang out with the Next Round on the go. Whether you're driving to work, running errands, sitting on the beach, or you just need a break from the real world, we can keep you company. Check out the Next Round, Mystery Fifth Hour, and our other shows on your favorite podcast app. We'll meet you there. If you're looking to expand business and inform the Next Round audience about your exciting brand, contact us. Send an email to sales@nextroundlive.com to be a part of the team and advertise your product to hundreds of thousands of potential customers on our ever-expanding platform. Join our existing partners in the fastest-growing media space, both live and on demand, and reach the most desirable audience for your business. Get information and more by emailing sales@nextroundlive.com, and one of our team members will work with you to take your business to the next level with the Next Round.
No matter the occasion, the Next Round store has you covered with whatever you need. Head over to nextround.store and start filling your cart up now. When you wear your gear, make sure to let us know by posting on socials, and you might just end up seeing yourself during a commercial break. Go browse now at nextround.store and place your order before the break ends.
It's time to pull the trigger on the Next Round merch that you've been eyeing. We know there's a lot to choose from at nextround.store, so here's a few of our favorite picks. If you want to match LT and Brown, go with the TNR logo hoodie and throw in one of Dunaway's favorite hats. Any of them will do. The Backroom's go-to is the classic logo t-shirt, while my personal favorite is the light blue TNR crew neck. All of these items can be found at nextround.store and are EG approved. Rest assured, your order will be packed with lots of love from us here at the Next Round. Head over to nextround.store to start filling up your cart. As we all know, there's no off season when it comes to college football. If you want to stay in the know with all things Auburn, join us over on thebarnauburn.com and get $25 off your annual subscription. We'll keep you up to date and give you exclusive content all the way to the first Saturday of football season on thebarnauburn.com.
Just because you've quit going to the gym, it doesn't mean that you have to quit gym altogether. Dunaway, that is. With our Next Round podcasts open 24/7, 365, you can access gym anytime you'd like. While you may have done away with your treadmill routine, our version of Dunaway is standing by, ready to get you back to your absolute best. Find all that lovely Jimmy D-led content on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and in the podcast section of nextroundlive.com. This message is sponsored by Jimmy Crypto Inc. and Jimmy Crypto for President. The World Wide Web is a large place. Find all your favorite people and content in the same spot. NextRoundLive.com is full of wonderful tidbits about the show you know and love. Find our gear, listen to your favorite personalities, follow our socials, and enjoy your trip to NextRoundLive.com.
Hey friends, if you're looking to expand your business and inform the Next Round audience about your exciting brand, contact us at sales@nextroundlive.com to be part of the team and advertise your product to hundreds of thousands of potential consumers on our ever-expanding platform. Let the Next Round help take your business to the next level. Get more information by emailing us at sales@nextroundlive.com, and one of our team members will work with you to build a plan to take your business to the next level with the Next Round.
Jim Dunaway, Lance Taylor, Ryan Brown,
Live from the Birmingham Racecourse Casino Studios, the next round, presented by Bud Light, is on now.
All right, throughout the show today, we've got USA Today with some NFL win total projections. We'll see if that makes any of us happy about our win totals. The band that historically sold more beer in one weekend at Wembley Stadium than anybody else. We'll talk about that later on. And all of your college football news, which we start off with in Tuscaloosa in just a second. Jim Dunaway, Lance Taylor, Ryan Brown, Tyler, and Forrester behind the big glass as we work 17 days away from week 0. Alabama fans, some of them may be concerned about the quarterback position. I don't get the feeling the majority of Alabama fans are concerned about the quarterback position. I'm not concerned about the quarterback position. But on the internet, everybody goes ape crap about everything, and everybody's concerned about everything from global warming to Russian submarines and aliens and volcanoes and AI in LT's case. So if you put anything out on social media, you're going to get extreme reactions. All our Emily Grace McWhorter did yesterday was go to practice. She just went to practice.
With a camera.
It's practice, guys. And she posted one piece of video from Ty Simpson throwing one of, I'm sure, 100 passes to Ryan Williams. Probably does this 100 times a day.
Terrible pass.
She just posted one of them with no context except Ty Simpson to Ryan Williams.
That's a pick six in a lot of games.
Depends on where the DB is.
Meanwhile, the internet imploded. Sample to what Lance is saying right here from everyone. Wide receivers should never have to stop. Elite quarterbacks hit wide receiver in stride. Can't believe Bama didn't think about confiscating this phone of whoever recorded this. It's not Tennessee. All these negative comments from one pass, LOL. Y'all are something else, says Davis right there, or David right there. May need to pull a Saban and start a freshman like he did Hurts. Dwayne's already benching Ty Simpson on this one. Oh, Jordan, for the one saying this was a back shoulder throw, why would you throw a back shoulder throw on a press and release route?
That's right.
Oh, boy, that looked like a noodle arm throw right there. WTF, says Drun LaCoy King Jackson. Michael, all these coaches in the comments, laughing emoji right there. It gets worse, everybody. Internet meltdown. Caleb, might see Ty get sit early. Hate to say that. Do you really, Caleb? Because you didn't mind typing it. Chase says, based on these comments, people clearly don't understand how to fit a throw goal ball in between the zone. I don't even know. Is that Spanish?
I don't know.
That's a pick six house call at Doak in 24 days, says J-Pip right
house
there.
Call.
Agreed, it's an awful throw, but it's one throw. There isn't a quarterback. Doesn't make one bad throw in a practice, says Ethan. Good point, Ethan. I think I made that one. Bitman, or B-Man, every pass ain't meant to be led. They could be working on a specific drill, you Twitter guys. Perfect throw. Put it right where the DB can get it, says Fire Derek Yay. And we got a prediction coming up soon. OM, that's a pick six. That ball needs to be higher into the outside shoulder. We're on air, guys. Whole lot of ball knowers in the replies, says Jaron.
Ball knowers.
And then prediction time coming up. Yeah, I've seen enough. Knowles 35, Bama 12.
You get a lot of that, actually.
From JP, not Josh Pate. All that.
Oh, one throw.
If we saw 10 to 12 of those throws, I think you could be concerned. I do think it's interesting that is the one throw that we did see. It was to air, but boy, back left hip. It was a lackadaisical throw. That throw probably in a game is picked 90% of the time. But again, it is one throw. I don't know what the drill was. I don't know what the rest of practice looked like. I mean, do we have any context on the rest of practice?
No, we don't. The media sees like 15 minutes, right?
You saw the ball knowers in there. That could be in between a zone, LT. That could be needed to stop the receiver to keep him from running into zone coverage.
Yeah, I don't think so, but maybe.
That could have been the best throw of the day from Ty Simpson.
Maybe it's a release, and all right, now, Ty, there's going to be a safety there.
Okay, well, not that we need to see it again, but watch Ty Simpson's body language.
Oh, he didn't like it?
I did not like the body language.
Okay, let's see it again without.
You don't like the body language.
I don't like the body language.
Without comment here, here's Ty Simpson, who may have just now walked out there stretches. Maybe his first throw of the day. I don't know. Pump fake, looks off a DB, and then drops it
in my eyes, he drops it between triple coverage. What body language am I watching?
Just a little lackadaisical, just not crisp. Just watch, okay. just kind of lazy.
No. Of course, all I know, Kalen DeBoer may have said, "Okay, guys, let's go 75% here as we loosen up."
Okay, real quick though, for the record, not concerned at all about Ty Simpson. Again, this is one throw, and I do think it's funny that we are absolutely, cutting this guy to pieces. You know why Alabama fans aren't really worried? Because when's the last time Alabama had bad quarterback play outside of last year?
Well, it was inconsistent last year, but last year. Yeah. So that's why if you're worried about, oh, my goodness. The thing I hear is if Ty Simpson was so good, why didn't he get in there more last year?
Okay, can we be fair on this?
Yeah.
You've said the same thing about Arch Manning. Why is it not true about Ty Simpson?
Well, look, I'm not saying it's not. Again, I think there was this battle internally. I think there were a lot of things going on again. Yeah. You know what I brought up yesterday? I think we're going to see more and more or hear more and more what really went down internally last year. But it was almost like Nick Sheridan and Kalen DeBoer saw the best of Jalen Milroe. And if you were going to get that, there was no way you could lose.
Yeah, I do think they were different situations. Like Sark is established. It's his guys. He's recruited all these guys. His system is completely in. Everything's churning at Texas. DeBoer's in his first year. So there are obvious differences there between what was the Texas situation and what was the Alabama situation. So I don't think those are apples and apples.
Yeah, and by the way, Jalen Milroe at his best, better than Ty Simpson. I don't know how Ty Simpson could be better than that.
I would agree.
I
would say hopefully the tone of the first 4 minutes of the show, you guys were able to be smart enough to get the gist, not you guys, the viewers.
The sarcasm.
The sarcasm? The jocularity of the comments over one throw that Forrester was having with everyone melting down.
You're talking about win totals.
150,000 plus
I'm playing the
comments.
under 9.5 now that I've seen that.
You've seen that one throw?
No, I loved it. I thought it was triple coverage national champion. One of those two people in the screen wins the Heisman. That's what I saw on air there if we're using our imagination. Let's hear from the actual quarterback coach, the offensive coordinator, the guy who is grading these quarterbacks. Here's Ryan Grubb on what he's seen in the quarterbacks so far. This is not a spoof. This is actually Ryan Grubb actually commenting on quarterbacks.
They've grown a ton. Spring to now, even first practice to now, has been outstanding. I thought, a couple of the young guys hit a couple bumps early on, and I really thought they played through it really quickly. Sometimes you'll hit that, and they'll stay down. They get on the canvas, and they can't get back up. But I thought both the guys did a great job, Keelan and Austin, of playing through that. We've had a lot less up and down with the whole room. I think that we've done a good job taking care of football. Again, today there was no picks, and I really didn't feel like the ball was in jeopardy today. And I think that's one of the biggest things is just improved decision-making in the room.
Improved decision-making. Again, I think it was in front of 3 zone coverage air guys.
I think it was
imaginary. Florida State's invisible defense. He put it right where he had to put it.
I just don't believe you're going to have the inconsistencies you had last year. And look, when Ryan Grubb and Kalen DeBoer took over the Washington program year one with Ryan Grubb's fingerprints all over it, they led the nation in passing yards. They led the nation in first downs. They led the nation in third down percentage. And I think that's a lot of things that they were missing last year, especially that third down percentage. So I think Ryan Grubb coming in with what Nick Sheridan has learned with a more consistent quarterback, I think this offense is going to be really good.
Yeah, and to your point, the way the quarterback fits into the offense that these guys are comfortable with, that seems to be what Ty Simpson or whoever ends up winning the job. We don't want to give it to Ty Simpson before anyone else battles for it. But Ryan Grubb did get a chance to comment on just what excites him about this offense. This is a guy who has seen the best of the best in his days at Washington when it comes to offensive football. So here's Grubb again and what's exciting him right now about what he sees on the field with the Crimson Tide.
Man, I'm really excited about the way the O-line's playing, the physicality that they've been showing, and the leadership that Parker's been able to have. And then KP, I think, is really it's been so fun to coach him. He's a hungry guy that, he obviously is a super talented player and God-given ability, but he works really hard and very diligent about his process. So seeing that and then just already the improvement in the quarterback room fires me up.
Yeah, he's excited. Did I hear him say he's excited about the physicality of the offensive line, Brown.
Yeah, you did hear him say that.
Is he going to run the damn ball?
Forgive Alabama fans if they're like, I'll believe it when I see it, because they've been hearing that for a couple of years, right?
Murder ball's back.
Yeah,
Murder ball's
They've been hearing
back.
that for a couple of years, like impose our will and all those things.
Hey.
They haven't been able to do it.
When Washington played for a national championship the last time Grubb and DeBoer were together, if you go back and look at the numbers, you had a 1,000-plus yard rusher in Dylan Johnson. There was a lot of balance on that offense, and people are going to find this hard to believe. You know why Ryan Grubb likes to run the football?
Why?
He's a former running back.
Oh, I did not know that about Ryan Grubb.
He doesn't look like a running back to you.
No, he does not. Was he a fullback?
I don't think he was a fullback. He might have been. I know he was a running back, small school way back in the day.
I didn't know that.
But I do think that there is going to be a commitment to running the football, and he is a guy that is heavily involved with the offensive line.
So that's Alabama's overreaction. Where will Emily Grace be today to melt the internet? God knows. Maybe she'll show us a Chick-fil-A somewhere that doesn't have a long line, and somebody can say Chick-fil-A is going under. Business is crashing, imploding. Sell your Chick-fil-A stock.
I'm going to bet against that one. God, I was in one in Boston. It's like indoor only.
Yep.
And they had 3 lines. So you go in you order downstairs, you go upstairs to eat.
Okay.
But
for a second, indoor only means no drive-through?
Yeah, no drive-through.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love you get out of your neck of the woods. You go up to Boston, all these restaurants, you go straight to Chick-fil-A.
You know why I did it, Lance? You're going to love this.
Let me guess.
What?
They had a
lobster mac and cheese.
They had a lobster sandwich at
I
Chick-fil-A.
had lobster everywhere you could eat it in Maine. It was a good crisp Diet Coke. I just wanted a crisp Diet Coke.
And speaking of consistency,
Chick-fil-A's got crisp Diet Coke over crushed ice. Very important.
As a guy who spent 13 days up north of the Mason-Dixon line during the NCAA basketball tournament, the amount of non-Coke pours will frustrate the hell out of you.
It's unbelievable. No, but so I go in and you order downstairs, and then you go upstairs if you want to eat in. So it's all on foot, but it's just like their drive-through line. So they got one line to order in, one line if you did an app order, and one line for Uber. And they're walking down the line, or Uber Eats, and they're walking down the line with a little pad just like they do in the drive-through. So freaking efficient. And I'm like, man, they just don't miss anything, do they?
Yeah,
well, I mean, got to make up for Sunday.
I guess.
I'm still debating on whether I liked all their new, because I always thought just the traditional 2-lane, traditional order at the speaker.
Right. They don't do that anymore.
I thought they were very efficient back in the day.
I did too, and I think they've grown the menu so much. Yeah. Maybe that's got something to do with it.
But mine, I'm Jimmy Current. I'm now app only, and I pull into a slot, and I always pull into number 9 if it's open, and I'll pull into the number 9 slot at the one by my house, and they'll bring it out to me. It has become my go-to as I've tried to maintain my weight loss with our friends at Way to Wellness. More on them in a second. 4 times a week for lunch. 4 times a week.
Wow.
It was 5 or 6, but Maggie had to pull me back to 4 times a week.
Maggie.
She says, you're going to need to eat occasionally at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 4 times a week. It's easy on the way to the golf course. More football after I tell you about the great folks at Way to Wellness who have me fitting into this shirt for the first time since I think I got this shirt in when did Alabama play out there?
In 2015.
Yeah, the Kenyon Drake game. Was that 2015?
2015.
So I've had this shirt a decade. It's been since then. I'm not even sure I fit in it back then. That I got this, but hey, down to 173. Best thing about it is I've been maintaining at 173. I told you a barbecue place I go to once every 2 weeks with it. I had a great pasta and chicken salad last night. It's all about controlling the snacking between meals for me, and that's what I get with Way to Wellness. You can see Leslie and her board-certified team at planforme.com. What I do is I use these protein bars. I have one for breakfast, and then they're in between my lunch and dinner that keeps me from bad snacking throughout the day. You can see more about what they can do for you and schedule a free no-cost consultation at planforme.com. They also have the injection therapy, meal replacements, and so much more. They got diet plans for diabetes, heart disease, sleep apnea. No contracts, no sign-up fees. Your first consultation is free. Way to Wellness, your journey to healthy living. Also, our friends at Bojangles.
Bojangles makes it bow time for you at lunch. Everybody loves good dipping sauce with a great hand-breaded Chicken tender, right? Well, not only do they have those hand-breaded chicken tenders, which are amazing at Bojangles, they got all the sauces you could imagine. 7, in fact. And if you're looking for sweet, you can try that honey mustard. You want some tang. Try that barbecue. You want some heat. Try that creamy buffalo or peach honey pepper. And if you're craving smooth and creamy, house-made ranch, jalapeno ranch, or classic bow sauce ready and waiting, head to Bojangles. Order some hand-breaded tenders with your favorite sauce today. It's bow time, and I never mention enough that daggum breakfast. Go get that chicken filet.
Have you gotten that peach heat?
I have not yet. That's the one I want to try.
Yeah, I
peach
try
honey
that one
pepper.
too.
Peach
Yeah.
honey pepper. That chicken breast in between those bowberry biscuits with the glaze on it. Oh my gosh, that is an incredible. First day of school tomorrow. Do that for the kids. First day of school. Cheer them up right away.
Some of you are already in school in our viewing
really?
area,
Are they?
but it's for you tomorrow?
Yeah, that means you know what that means.
Continue to say it, man.
What?
I mean,
It comes
very
too early?
easy calendar, yeah.
Yeah, Labor Day, Memorial Day, Labor Day.
Yep.
Yeah,
very simple.
But we're going to get first day of school traffic tomorrow on 280, which is always pleasant. Always pleasant.
Yeah. I won't say it, but I always miss
I know.
that.
I know. You come early. I may have to tomorrow, Jim.
Yeah, do it. Just get up here, bring your bowberry thing up here.
Bowberry biscuit with my chicken.
Yeah, come
You're
up here.
gonna want it.
Sit over that Lego thing. Use it. And
eat it.
Eat breakfast up here. Come up, hang out. Cut 11. Get this ready because I want to ask this question right here. Is there a chance Auburn is walking into a buzzsaw in week 1? Okay, let me explain to you why I bring this question up. All the parts on offense, yes, but where are you in Auburn's defense? Best returning quarterbacks QBR ratings in the country. Best returning quarterbacks in the country QBR-wise. Do you like the QBR?
Which one is the QBR?
It's the one that is based out of 100.
Okay, yes, I do.
Okay.
Because I can understand it better because it's based out of 100.
Right.
The quarterback rating that's based out of, what is it, one?
Yeah, that's in the NFL.
Yeah, it's in the NFL. I don't understand that
120 or something.
Yeah.
But QBR is out of 100. Number 1 in the country per ESPN, quarterback returning, highest QBR in college football, Sawyer Robertson, Baylor, 83.7, ahead of Blake Horfath, who you guys love at Navy, Haynes King, who's a baller, Drew Aller, Sam Levitt, Carson Beck, who all are above 80, Nussmeier, Cade Klubnik, Mensa, who's now at Duke, and Marcel Reed. Those are your QBR returners. First, tell me, do you like the QBR? You hate the QBR? Does that matter to you?
No, look, I mean, I think that, you look at all of those quarterbacks, not all of them had successful years last year as far as the wins and losses. I say that. They all did, actually.
Now that you look.
Yeah,
well,
they actually did.
Marcel Reed, I would question. All right, let's.
Well, they were an 8-win team, Brownie.
Yeah, but I mean.
They went into Jordan-Hare Stadium with a chance to make the college football playoffs. And still, I think, against Texas.
No, against Texas, they could. I don't know about the college football. Well, I guess so, because against Texas, if they win that game, they go to Atlanta.
I mean, our SEC insiders occasionally tell us that if you're in the SEC championship game, you're in the playoffs.
I walked it back.
So Bryson Washington and Dawson Pendergrass, and Auburn fans are going to get used to these two names because you've got two guys that are very capable of going for 1,000 yards in that backfield. Sawyer Robertson's also a guy that can run it, can use his legs. If you didn't watch Baylor down the stretch, they were dead and gone. Dave Aranda was fired middle of the season, and they won their final 6 regular season games, and a lot of it had to do with Sawyer Robertson. He turned into an absolutely super efficient quarterback.
Here is Sawyer talking about that Auburn defense, what he sees when he looks at Auburn.
Yeah, no, it's huge. I mean, obviously a lot of respect for them. They're a really good football team, historic football team. And so we know what we have week 1. We know the stage that we're playing on. Guys are working hard right now, and the reason we're doing that is because we know we have them at home on a national stage. And so there's no, it's on us if we don't prepare the right way for those guys because they deserve it and they're a really good team.
If we were casting the team that was coming in to play the home team on Friday Night Lights in Texas, the high school football team that was coming, that's the guy that would be on local TV. It's Dylan, right? Yeah, we know what Dylan is. They're a proud program, you know. swat that fly away from me, not going to miss a sound bite.
Yeah, Sawyer Robertson's a very Friday Night Lights name, too.
He is.
Sawyer, we're going to need you to go out there and play hard, son.
You know, we talked about those opening week games, the two massive ones, when Ohio State's hosting Texas and Clemson hosts LSU. But when you talk about importance for programs and for head coaches, I don't know if there's one that's more important than this game.
You're talking on both sides, yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking on both sides.
Yeah.
The Big 12 is so wide open. If Baylor was to get a win, it does a couple of things. I mean, think about the confidence they build going into that Big 12 conference schedule, knowing they've already beat an SEC power, or at least what is viewed as a potential historic power. And on the other side, if Auburn was to lose that game with what they've got coming up in the SEC.
You know, it's obvious, and I would agree with you, because a lot of people are like, if Auburn's not 5-0, they are in deep trouble.
Yep.
Well, if you lose that one, you're not 5-0. Now, I don't know if I'm willing to say if Auburn's not 5-0, they're in deep trouble. I will say if they're not 5-0, there's going to be some worried Auburn fans about the last 2/3 of the season. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
They
right?
at least need to be 3-2.
Oh my God, Jim! If they're 3-2, that's a disaster.
They're going to be battling for bowl.
Yeah, that is a
bowl
disaster.
eligibility at 3-2.
You're talking about Auburn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Their schedule gets a lot easier right after Georgia.
Hold on.
Hang on. Let me pull it up.
They have an easy schedule. Here it is right here. I mean,
okay,
Auburn,
well,
if they beat Baylor, they beat Ball State, beat South Alabama, and then they lose to Oklahoma, Texas A&M, then they're 3-3 after Georgia, then they beat Missouri, beat Arkansas, beat Kentucky, beat Vandy,
yeah,
beat
bro,
Mercer.
you threw me off. Not 5-0.
Yeah. No,
they don't have to be 5-0.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
If they're 3-2, though,
they're 3-2 going into Georgia. They've still got life.
But you're just giving. They do have life, but you're just giving them a lot of games that if they're 3-2, I'm not willing to give them either. If they're 3-2 through those first 5 games, I'm not just willing to say they're definitely going to beat Missouri.
Yeah, what kind of life are you
going to win
looking
at
for?
Arkansas?
I mean, at 3-2, you got no shot at a college football playoff.
Well, I mean, if you're 4-2 after Georgia, you've got a shot at the playoffs. You
go
into the Alabama game.
Yeah.
You go into the Alabama game because after Georgia, they don't play anybody they lose to until you play Alabama. They don't lose to Missouri, Arkansas, Kentucky, Vandy, Mercer. Come on, guys. Come on.
Wait, you don't think they could lose to Missouri or Arkansas?
No.
Jim, at Arkansas? That's Taylor Green.
Did Missouri beat them last year.
Yeah, it's a different Missouri team.
All right, our guy Brooks Austin, the film guy.
Yeah.
I thought he summed this up very well about Arkansas. See if you guys agree with this. He said, I don't think Arkansas is going to be a tremendous team, but I do think Taylor Green is good enough that when he has that one game, the opponent's in trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I don't remember the last time Bobby Petrino worked with a quarterback in back-to-back seasons. So you've got Bobby Petrino and Taylor Green, who is the former Mountain West, Offensive Player of the Year.
Give me that schedule again. I'm telling you, they could be a good football team and be 3-3 after Georgia. They could be a really good football team and be 3-3 after Georgia.
I'm not denying that, but you can't do anything special if you're 3-3 after Georgia.
Oh, I'm just you could be 9-3.
Well, yeah, if you run. I mean, what are the chances they're going 3-3 and then they roll off 6 straight?
My point being, Lance, is that at Oklahoma, you think Oklahoma's going to be really good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. At Texas A&M,
I think A&M's going to be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and Georgia's going to be good,
right?
Okay, so that's 3 really good football teams that probably are all in the top 20.
I know, but I also think Missouri's going to be solid. I don't think they'll be as good as they've been. I think Arkansas is going to be better than they've been.
Me too.
Kentucky and Vanderbilt, okay.
But my point is you could beat Baylor, which would be a good win. Ball State and South Alabama, don't know why we play these games. At Oklahoma, at Texas A&M, home to Georgia, and you lose those 3, you're 3-3. Now, you're on a 3-game losing streak. You got to have a nice motivational sermon and,
but that's
pull
what
up
I
a
expect
Bible
from
verse
Auburn.
and tell everybody have a good Netflix moment like Hugh Freeze is good at to get everybody back on the same page.
I expect them to be like 3-3, and then I expect them to win like 5 of the last 6 because I think they're an 8-4 team.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's what they would get to. They would lose. They'd be 3-3, win all those middling games, and then play Alabama at the end.
But if they lose to Alabama, and that's an if they lose to Alabama in that scenario, so they're 8-4, right? That's where you got them. That is the exact formula I brought up the other day, where you're 8-4, and you look at it and you're like, okay, it was a step forward record-wise, but who did I beat that I really hang my hat on?
Yeah,
right there?
if I'm an Auburn fan, I'm like, damn, we're paying him close to top 15 money.
And our wins are Ball State, South Alabama, Missouri, Arkansas, Kentucky, Vandy, Mercer, and Baylor.
Yeah, I think he really needs to beat Georgia or Bama this year.
Our friends at Storm Restoration Roofing, you can schedule an absolutely free estimate free. That's the best word in the American English dictionary, right?
It's one of them.
Free.
Hard to beat that price.
Greg from Pell City Storm Restoration Roofing. 3 ways to do that. Go to the website, stormrestorationroofing.com, or you can call Greg Nelson on his cell phone, 205-542-3531, or just go to his Facebook page and follow Greg from Pell City. Listen, he's great with insurance agents because he's been doing this as a local guy for over 20 years. He and his wife own the company. They run the company. Kids work at the company, including on the crews. A-plus rated with the Better Business Bureau. They handle storm damage, roofing replacements, and Greg even has his builder's license so he can help you with restoration and repair projects at your home. And he's a great guy. Greg from Pell City, 205-542-3531, and our friends at Storm Restoration Roofing. And our buddy Dr. B, last week it was hard explaining to everyone what they've actually done for you guys, but both of you are hatless today. Show off what Dr. B has done for you.
Look, when we started this venture 4 years ago, I noticed I was thinning out. I asked around. Dr. Beckenstein is the name that everybody recommended. I started going to him. Brown started going to him. We do that non-invasive treatment 3 times a week, 30 minutes each time on the couch. That is it. My hair has more than doubled in thickness. For more information, call Dr. B and that great staff, 205-319-0316, t3hair.net for more information. T3, speaking of, they've got that new test. It's easy, painless, affordable. Takes 4 seconds to perform. It's going to show which medicines and compounds will specifically work for your hair loss. There are over 10 categories of agents they use, knowing they will work for you. They will custom compound these agents for you in pill or topical forms. You pick and choose which agents you want. Men and women ordering Hims, other products online, don't even know if they work. Stop wasting your money and critical time while you're losing hair on treatments that aren't working for you. Go see Dr. B and find out what will work. 205-319-0316 or t3hair.net.
Okay, in our next segment, I've watched 2 episodes of Any Given Saturday. I could not watch episode 3 last night, and I'll tell you why coming up in the next segment. I'll get to it. I'm not going to watch it out of sequence. Go watch 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then come back and watch 3 someday.
I bet I know.
But we'll talk about why episode 3 is so important coming up. Any Given Saturday. Love to see your comments if you're watching that in our chat room over there. Before we go to break, they are closing. Listen, when I go to Disney, and Brown, you've been there recently. When I go to Disney, I help me with all the parks. What's the one with the castle?
That's the Magic Kingdom.
I like that one. I like the one with the mountain and the jungle and
that's Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom. I like the one with the big sphere thing. That's Epcot. And then the other one,
Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood Studios has always been my least favorite. The only ride they had there that I liked was the Rock and Roll roller coaster. That was
Aerosmith's Rock and Roller Coaster.
Yeah. They are closing that one forever.
There's
not true.
Yeah, I don't think that's accurate.
They're rebranding it to the Muppets Electric Mayhem.
Yeah.
Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem.
But they're closing it.
Tyler seems really confident on this.
No, Tyler's right.
Tyler's right.
We
But they're
talked
closing
about this
it
on the Meltdown like a few months ago.
But they're closing it as Aerosmith's Rock and Roller Coaster.
Yeah, they're dropping
part,
Aerosmith. But I think they're keeping this guts of the ride, aren't they, Tyler?
Yeah, they're keeping the as the same ride. It's
they're just rebranding.
I mean, it makes sense because Aerosmith is retired.
Yeah, they're no longer touring, so the generations to come are like, who is Aerosmith and why are they got a Rock and Roller Coaster?
And Disney owns the Muppets. They don't own Aerosmith.
But the
I always
ride,
thought it was a weird matchup.
The energy of the ride will be different, right?
I mean, I imagine it'll be similar, but it'll be kind of different.
Well, give me how you picture the atmosphere with Muppets.
It's still chaotic because
animals banging on the drums.
You've got animal banging on the drums. Absolutely.
Okay. That's a good one.
No, here's what's going to happen. We're going to start in Professor Beaker. Is that right? That guy?
I would like to see it.
Yeah, we're going to start in his lab, and something's going to explode, and it's going to propel us into the ride.
The fast start.
Yeah, the fast start. Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
You've
right
already
there.
got the script down.
I do. I mean,
that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Bunsen and Beaker working on.
The last thing you hear is, "Don't do that!" And it's you're off into the ride.
Good. That's very good. That's very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what's going to happen.
All right.
It's easy.
I think Disney's got a plan.
Yeah. All right.
Definitely have a plan.
The plan is make that deposit today, would you?
Yeah. I didn't want it to be another Star Wars.
No, Star Wars stuff there's awful, by the way.
Yeah.
Hot take.
Yeah, I haven't been to.
Yeah, I'm not a big Star Wars guy.
More Harry Potter.
Oh man, I'm not a big Star Wars guy.
Universal.
Yeah, it's Universal. I'm not a big Star Wars guy, so it probably doesn't appeal to me either way. But the stuff I've done at Star Wars, they're very underwhelming.
All right. Hey, by the way, we're just getting Peter Burns is telling us opening weekend of SEC men's basketball.
Wait a minute. We haven't even started football yet. Why is Burnsy doing
Well,
this?
the matchup.
Oh.
January 3rd in Tuscaloosa. Kentucky at Alabama. Opening SEC play. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Boy, that's early.
That is.
Yeah,
Right
that's
out of
what
the
I'm saying.
chute, huh? Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen that. That's from Peter Burns. We'll check it out. But Peter saying Kentucky at Alabama will be the first SEC game of the year for the Tide. Nate Oates adding Erwin Dudley yesterday officially to his staff. We heard about it a couple of weeks ago. Dudley, an all-SEC Player of the Year in 2002. He's been a GA. Now he's a special assistant to the head coach. Good for Erwin Dudley hanging around. And SEC basketball less than 100 days away. As we get closer to football, when we come back, more on the SEC race and those NFL win totals. Hopefully Zach Herbstreit on the show at some point today.
We're working on that. Zach is new with On 3, so he's got some responsibilities there we're working around, but we'll keep you updated.
And as we head to break, our friends at Walk-Ons want to remind you that, hey, exhibition football starts back up tomorrow night. Great place to go watch football year-round. We go there all the time. The one right there at Tattersall, just off of Highway 280. Location just off I-459 and Highway 150 in Hoover. That's a great location for those of you that live in town. And then the one out in Trustful, the other day, I went by there and I had a great ahi tuna salad. It's my favorite. The sliders are really good there, and I love all their Cajun dishes. And then my guys, we love to go there after golf because of the variety of drafts they have on pool there at that wonderful bar.
Oh, I don't even know the number of drafts they've got. But it's become one of our, I guess, official meeting spots.
Such a southern office.
Yeah, I know Bo loves coming all the way down 280 to Tattersall, but yeah, we're in there. You were talking about your Chick-fil-A ventures. I'm probably in walk-ons 3 times a week.
Yeah, I was there on Sunday, and Matt and the guys always do a wonderful job. It's our friends at Walk-Ons for this football season. Make sure that you upgrade to a scholarship performance right there with our friends at Walk-Ons.
Follow Brownie on Twitter and Instagram at Ryan Brown Live.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, company truck accident, a car accident, or work-related accident? Call Alabama's largest personal injury firm. Alexander Shunnarah Trial Attorneys will fight for every dollar you deserve, and it won't cost you a dime. Trust me. What do you say, man?
Call me, Alabama.
Call 659-777-7777 or go to Shunnarah.com.
No representation made that the legal services provided are better than legal services provided by other attorneys.
This hour of The Next Round is presented by the Birmingham Racecourse Casino, now featuring 7 days of giveaways with your chance to win a share of up to $125,000. The more you visit the Birmingham Racecourse Casino, the more chances you have to win.
Hey, Lance Taylor from The Next Round to tell you about one of our favorite places for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That is Hamburger Heaven since 1982. Hamburger Heaven has been serving Birmingham's best hamburgers, cheeseburgers, French fries, hand-spun milkshakes, and sandwiches made fresh to order. All of their ingredients are fresh and prepared daily. This includes their beef, always fresh, never frozen, hand-pattied each and every day. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, visit any of the 4 locations, Highway 280, Irondale, Gardendale, and Homewood.
Follow Next Round Live on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. The social media team at Next Round Live is dedicated to giving you daily news conferences and practice video from UAB, Alabama, Auburn, and around college football. Follow and compare to the sites you used to visit. You'll also get the latest highlights and news from the Next Round Daily Show. Turn on the notifications so you don't miss a thing. Follow Next Round Live on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. See more at nextroundlive.com. Remember the name Way to Wellness if you're battling weight loss in your life. I'm Jim Dunaway from The Next Round. There was a time I was over 216 pounds until Way to Wellness helped me lose 45 pounds, and now for over 2 years, they've helped me keep that weight off. Here's their website, aplanforme.com, aplanforme.com. That's a great name for a website because there's no cookie-cutter plan. Everything is designed specifically for you. No contract, no sign-up fees, and your first consultation is free at Way to Wellness.
Do you need some refreshed college wear to represent your team this year? Shop Roback's Game Day collection that includes both Alabama and Auburn. From quarter zips to hoodies, Roback has it all. Get 20% off on us using code TNR20 at roback.com.
It is the first college tailgate party of the season. Boiling and Bragging. Saturday, October 16th, 6 to 8:30 in Mountain Brook's Crestline Village near O'Neill Library. Come enjoy great food, kids games, live music, and support your favorite team at Boiling and Bragging. This annual event benefits the Critical Care Transport Team at Children's of Alabama. Saturday, August 16th, 6 to 8:30 p.m. in Mountain Brook's Crestline Village. For more information, visit boilinginbragging.org. That's the letter N, boilinginbragging.org. Looking to expand your business? Let the Next Round help you. Contact us, sales@nextroundlive.com, and be part of the team. Advertise your product to hundreds of thousands of potential customers on our ever-expanding platforms. The Next Round can take your business to the next level. Join our existing partners in the fastest-growing media space, both live and on demand, while reaching the most desirable audience for your business. Get more information by emailing sales@nextroundlive.com, and one of our team members will work with you to build a plan to take your business to the next level using the Next Round.
It's bow time. Tired of choosing between sweet and savory? Why not have both? Introducing Bojangles' new chicken and bowberry waffles. The bold Cajun chicken filet you love, now drizzled with a bowberry honey glaze and sandwiched between two warm waffles. Which means your favorite meal of the day just met your new favorite dish. And lucky for you, it's served all day. But it's only here for a limited time, so try chicken and bowberry waffles at Bojangles today. It's bow time.
Hey, let me see those best QBRs again on the returning quarterbacks, if you can, Forrester. If you can pull those back up, because the Baylor guy is number one. You mentioned that how successful. I don't know if Forrester heard me there. Can I get the best QBRs again? I know somebody was talking to you in the back. I apologize. The best QBRs again. Sawyer Robertson at number one. Navy had a good year. Georgia Tech, good year. If that Georgia game had ended differently, that would have been a different feeling.
You would think a lot differently of them, but Haynes King was terrific in that game.
Yeah, I mean, he's the reason
Georgia couldn't stop
Tech had every opportunity to win that game.
That was one of the games of the year. Fantastic watch. Drew Aller, and got better at the end of the year. Penn State did, right? Their offense got so much better. Sam Levitt speaks for itself. He's back. I think people forget that he didn't have his best receiver at the end of last year, who's back this year. Beck is at a new location, but was really good at Georgia. Nussmeier was hot and cold.
Yeah.
That QBR surprises me a little bit at 79.
Well, I mean, the knock on Nussmeier, what's the big win? What are the moments, the fourth quarter moments from Nussmeier? Like, everybody's in love with this guy. I forgot who it was. I saw this morning somebody's got him winning the Heisman Trophy. I think multiple people have got him winning the Heisman Trophy.
Well, I got him having a good year, good enough to win the national championship.
I mean, we talked about the skill around him yesterday based on Vegas and what they think as far as, Kay Durham, what he's going to be able to do, Barry and Brown, Aaron Anderson. I mean, he's got a lot of skill around him. But again, you guys give me a Garrett Nussmeier moment. Do you have one?
Ooh, coming back 17-0 down at South Carolina to win that game.
His big wins, ranked wins last year were. Are y'all ready for them, Jim? Keep up with these, okay? These are his ranked wins last year.
Is it a blank sheet?
At South Carolina, at home against Ole Miss.
That's it.
I mean, you can't just go on ranked wins. I get it, but they only played 3 ranked teams last year: South Carolina, Ole Miss, and Alabama. And against Alabama, he was not good. And against South Carolina, Ole Miss, he was not good against Ole Miss. 22 of 51, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. That's not a good game.
Yeah, I like Nussmeier. I love the fact that in today's transfer world, a lot of these guys, if you're not playing, you immediately bounce. And this guy stuck with it and stayed loyal to the program. So I think everybody's pulling for him. I think Nussmeier's really good, but he hasn't had those moments yet. And for LSU to be able to get to where they need to get, and that is the college football playoff this year, he's going to have some of those moments.
Tyler, give me number 8. Nussmeier opens with Cade Klubnik at number 8 there on the list. Number 9 is Mensah, who is at Tulane, right? And now at Duke?
Tulane transferred to Duke, yeah.
Okay, and then Marcel Reed at Texas A&M. Here's Marcel Reed on what he's improved on from last year.
Talk about your offseason and where you think you've made maybe the most improvements.
Well, I know y'all have also heard it just like I have, not a passer. But, I feel like I've had, tremendous growth in my passing this offseason. We've had some great receivers come in, and just having the O-line that we have, the running backs that we have, they've made it a lot easier for me to be able to sit back there and make these throws.
Some of the chatter behind the scenes, did it motivate your workouts? Did it make you what did it do for you this offseason?
It didn't really motivate me or do anything different for me. Obviously, as I go into each season, I know there's some things that I have to improve on, and I've been doing that since I was a kid. You got to keep growing. There's always different things you got to find to be better at, and I try to do that at every practice that I get a chance to. So yeah.
That logo, Texas A&M, it
looks like 8 wins.
We don't believe in it, do we?
Nope.
I mean,
Nope.
he's a guy that has a big upside, people say, if he improves at passing, which he says he's worked on the offseason. But where are we putting that logo now, that Texas A&M logo, that faith and that brand?
Right in the middle of the conference.
One of our first stake bets, and I think it was when they came into the conference 2011, I think the year might have been 2027. I forgot what the context was, but I was like, I'll give you 15 years, 10 years, whatever. They're not going to make Atlanta. And
clock's ticking.
They're just, I don't.
It's harder to get to Atlanta now than it ever was.
Oh, yeah.
Tick.
I don't even know what Texas A&M is in other leagues. I mean, they seem like they're 8 wins every year.
They are. That's why they seem that way.
Yeah, you're right. But, I mean, who is that in other leagues? Is that
well, give it to me.
Is that Wisconsin?
I was going to say Wisconsin, but Wisconsin's fallen off, so it's kind of hard to say that.
Yeah, Wisconsin's been better than A&M has been. Give it in the SEC. Where do we put that logo trust level in the SEC?
Oh, middle of the pack.
Middle of the pack.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
I mean,
but who are those teams?
He's in front or behind Auburn right now. Like, Tennessee's in front of both of them now, just with what Heupel's done.
I mean, I would put them tied with Auburn. Auburn, what's the last two against A&M? I don't know.
I mean, Ole Miss is a little bit in front now. Missouri is, people can laugh at this.
No, I put Missouri in front of them.
Is in front right now.
I would take Missouri's last decade over Texas A&M's. Wouldn't you?
Weird stat.
Yeah.
Since
Missouri played in Atlanta twice in the last decade.
Weird stat. Since 2007, Missouri's played for their conference championship 3 times.
Yeah.
And 2 of those, if they had won, I think they had gone to the national championship.
To be fair, I think this is where it is. I think it is South Carolina. I think it is A&M. I think it is Auburn. And I think it's Florida. I think that's your next tier.
Okay. Here's why. I'll give you.
And that's very middle of the pack.
Let's go last decade here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
You didn't watch
9, 10.
episode 2 of Any Given Saturday because you would be all fired up for Florida right now if you had.
Here's your last.
I think Florida can be good this year, but you'll give me where they are right now coming into the season. They're right there with those teams.
Yeah, but that brand, when you see that Florida brand, you expect it to be better.
Oh, yes.
That Texas A&M brand, there is something about it that we all of a sudden associated it with middling.
Well, here's why. Here's why you associate. Here's the last decade: 8-5, 8-5, 8-5, 7-6, 9-4, 8-5, 9-1 COVID year. 8-4, 5-7, 7-6, 8-5. How many times did I say 8 right there?
A lot. 80% of the time.
That's why you view them as an 8-5 team. Yeah. They always go 8-5.
In fact, I think you set a record for saying 8 in a sentence without saying Gus Malzahn.
Probably so. It'd have been perfect there.
I thought last year, Elko's first year, they could be a sleeper in the SEC. They almost proved to be that. If Marcel Reed is what a lot of people believe he can become with Le'Veon Moss running the football, now you lose Noah Thomas, your leading receiver, to Georgia. But, the defense is always going to be solid with Mike Elko. And this is one of those teams, literally, nobody's talking about Texas A&M.
Yeah. With a quarterback that
could be good.
That could end up being good if he's able to.
What is A&M's
take
schedule?
The top off a little bit throwing.
It's here. I got it right
they've still got Notre Dame, which is
I got it right here.
Yeah, Notre Dame on
the
road.
I wish they could get rid of that game.
They wish they
could.
I mean,
or if they could win it. What if they win it though?
Well, what's points spread in that game? What's points
Notre Dame probably 4.5, maybe 6.
I mean, they got
I was going to say 9.5. It's only 4.5
at Notre Dame. It's a primetime NBC game, week 3. I mean, they're 2-0. If they're not 2-0, huge issues.
Texas San Antonio will be good this year, though.
Yeah. Oh, UTSA's. It's not a tough game for them, though.
I mean, win total 7.5 for the Roadrunners.
So at Notre Dame, host Auburn after a bye. Host State. So you got a chance, to
got to win those home games.
Oh yeah. You host Florida, tough home game. At Arkansas, at LSU, bye at Missouri, host South Carolina, host Samford, at Texas. At LSU obviously is tricky. At Texas is tricky.
They've got 8.
Florida at home is tricky.
8 very losable games. How about that?
Yeah.
I think that is fair. They've got 8 losable games.
You count UTSA in that one?
I don't.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
But you lose that one.
But I think Notre Dame, Auburn, Florida, Arkansas, LSU, Missouri, South Carolina, Texas, all losable games. And if Marcel Reed's not really good, that's what it comes down to.
Well, y'all's Arkansas love in the first 44 minutes. Y'all just going to walk in and turn that thing up.
Jim, they're going to win.
Drink me a cold beer.
No, they're going to be 6-6, and they're going to beat a team that they shouldn't be.
They're going to get a win.
We decided that it was Notre Dame. We all decided that on the air together.
Yeah, but if they don't beat Notre Dame, it's going to be somebody else. So I've got to leave that possibility open.
Show being brought to you by our friends at Johnston RV Center. If you want to go see the amazing Arkansas Razorbacks this year, you can do it with our friends at Johnston RV Center.
Hit the Ozarks, baby. I-65, exit 304 in Coleman, 334 in Decatur. Always online at johnstonrvcenter.com. Don't forget, they've got that RV warranty forever for you, which means that they're going to cover everything that is new or qualifying pre-owned at Johnston RV Center. Anything new or qualifying pre-owned, you can see more there at johnstonrvcenter.com. Also, great discount for our United States military, both active duty and our veterans. You are what makes America the greatest country in the universe, and they reward you for that. And a very, very small thank you. JohnstonRVCenter.com.
And, of course, if Arkansas is this good, maybe Daniel A. Hogg Moore would paint a painting of great Arkansas moments. He's already done it for the great Alabama program. Our friends at New Life Art, they bring you the limited edition prints by Daniel Moore, including collegiate classics from Nick Saban's national championship years to great moments in Iron Bowl history and so much more. That includes some legacy items as well, like the Legacy Continues coffee mugs and calendars you can get on their website. And you can actually find a Daniel Moore secondary marketplace online as well at danielmooreart.com, danielmooreart.com. Okay, I got a heads up. People were like, DMing me, hey, don't watch episode 3 of Any Given Saturday. And I was like, why? And they're just like, they just wrote back one word, Diego. Here is Diego Pavia on what he can do this season to exceed what he did last year, which, by the way, included beating Alabama at home and Auburn on the road. Here's Diego Pavia of Vanderbilt.
For you personally, what more could you do this year, do you think?
Oh, I think people want to see us win more. What I can do is just distribute the ball better. Timing routes I worked on a lot. My feet I worked on a lot. And my job is to fill the seats, and the way we fill the seats is with winning. So our goal is the national championship.
Fill the seats at First Bank Stadium, baby.
I have not watched episode 3 yet, but I can't remember the word that they were using, but unbearable. Apparently him in this episode 3, which I will watch tonight. It's behind the scenes Diego Pavia going in. Clark Lee drops an F-bomb, in the pre-meeting leading into the Alabama game. Episode 3 is all about Vandy.
Well, I was about to say Vandy, Alabama is obviously that's why you didn't watch it.
So the Netflix cameras, I'm told that maybe the Netflix people maybe pushed the crowd. Let's take this down to the Tennessee River.
Did they really? Hey guys, I know y'all don't do this a lot.
Like there's a cheesy moment in the episode 2, the Florida one, after Graham Mertz's injury, that he and a wide receiver walk out onto a dock. I saw my first skater here in this pond.
Oh no!
And then they walk out and they're having a conversation. We just need to get better after this loss. Blah blah blah. Blah, blah.
They didn't do that.
And I was like, well, that's not behind the scenes. That's staged.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So tell me, is this more two-a-days with Hoover? Or is it closer to Hoover two-a-days or Hard Knocks?
Remember how some of those Hoover conversations were staged?
Yeah.
I mean, it was. I only saw like an episode, but all that was scripted, right? All of it.
It felt like
in Hoover two-a-days?
Yeah, it felt like it.
I don't know if scripted is the word, but
it felt like hey, why don't you guys go sit over there and talk about Friday night's game for us?
Hey, why don't we go to eat out and we'll shoot you guys eating dinner.
Yeah.
And talk about the food.
Yeah, make a joke about asparagus or something.
Yeah.
No, but it felt like in the Hoover two-a-days, it's like
you two high school kids uncomfortably sit in the swimming pool. Let us film that.
you have a bikini by chance?
Yeah. Was that early 2000s or was that the 90s?
No, that was early 2000s.
Early 2000s, two-a-days. It's still streaming somewhere.
So do you?
I bet that doesn't hold up.
That was on MTV, right?
Yeah.
I had a small appearance on there.
I saw our man John Parker yesterday.
Oh, did you, JP? Yeah. His brother Ross was the quarterback that was on there.
Yeah.
So this has got more of a two-a-days feel than it does Hard Knocks?
It's a little bit more original than two-a-days, but that moment in episode 2 when the Florida guys, I will tell you, Graham Mertz, I enjoyed him like what a stand-up guy. He was a big winner in episode 2 takeaway, the way he handled his injury.
Right.
So he probably get an insurance job.
I forget what he said he wanted to do. He said at the end what he wanted to do.
So the show is not that good, but you'll end up completing it, right?
Is it just good enough to hook you back in?
I will watch it just because.
But Alabama and Georgia didn't participate. So the Alabama-Georgia game, does it even get mentioned?
I don't know yet.
Well, if they're up to the Vandy game, it's already happened.
Well, I thought it was going to be time sequence, but it's not.
So it's not
they did the
chronological.
whole Florida season. Like they fast forward after a big moment in Florida after a big win, and then they fast forward moments.
How does
to the end of the
Napier come
season.
across? Like, if you're a Florida fan, are you like, man, I'm glad that guy's my coach?
I forget his dad got diagnosed with ALS and died.
Wow, that is during the season last year?
It wasn't during the season last year, but there's a picture of him in a wheelchair with Alabama players, so I guess he was dealing with that when Billy was in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
As I piece pictures together from that. So he comes across as a genuinely good guy.
Napier does?
Yeah. Who I would like as my head coach.
Yeah.
If he won. I mean, he's got to be a footnote in
gotta
the
win.
SEC. He's
got to win.
I'd love for him to be my head coach if he wins.
I'm not hiring a pastor.
He seems like a nice guy. Yeah. Really, he defends his guys to the end.
Yeah. But he's going to have to win at a high level, though, because, even if you win, going back to really good guys that won, Mark Richt was that guy, right? And he won at a high level, but it wasn't high enough.
Yeah.
So Keith says it's a 50-50 split between two-a-days and Hard Knocks.
I would say that, yeah.
Sam says DJ Lagway had a quote-unquote conversation with Mertz, blatantly scripted. Is that the one you were talking about on the pier?
That was no. It was Mertz and a receiver.
Oh,
this
okay.
was before Mertz was done for the year. Remember, Mertz got injured, concussion, and then came back and got knocked out of the Tennessee game, and Lagway came in and threw it away.
Yeah. Hey, Scott, can you throw that back up? What's on the preview screen there? Greg says in the chat room, one thing Diego did not do in the offseason was arm day.
No.
Yeah, no.
I mean, literally, those look like, I don't know, 70-year-old man arms.
No, I'll tell you exactly what it looks like. It looks like the Mavericks would trade you to the Lakers.
Yeah. Yeah, that is Luka before the Men's Health magazine.
We talked about it in Nashville. He's not a physical specimen.
Yeah.
Like, you walk up next to him and try to believe he's an SEC quarterback, you can't believe it.
No, I mean,
in Atlanta, yeah.
Where did I say?
You said Nashville.
Yeah,
Atlanta, yeah.
Remember, he looked like a waiter.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he had a tux on.
Yeah, well, and he's small. I mean, he is not a big guy.
I think it maybe gives you more respect that he's small, doesn't really look the part, but boy, he's efficient.
Episode 3.
Not this year, he's not. They're taking a big step back.
Coming up.
Big step back for him and the team.
Before we do the Michelson laser vision viewing menu, tell us about Alexander Shunnarah, Brownie, and then give us more comments.
No, I'm just laughing at, like, my hottest take of the offseason is Vanderbilt and their quarterback are going to take a step backwards. Like, historically, that's like 98%. It's the least hot take of the offseason.
Yeah. You sell it, though, every time you say it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll be
I'm
remembered.
sure in my head I was the first one to say it on the show.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. All right. Alexander Shunnarah, Trial Attorneys. That is our guy, Alexander Shunnarah. Shunnarah.com. Shunnarah.com. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, make sure you start with Alexander Shunnarah. He has recovered more than $2 billion. $2 billion for his clients. And you can be one of those and get that same type of treatment. He's done that by focusing on his core values. This is a guy that is a Birmingham guy, and he's never left his city. He has never left his core values. Alexander Shunnarah, Shunnarah.com, Shunnarah.com for Alexander Shunnarah Trial Attorneys. You don't pay a dime unless they win your case.
When they do a tight shot on Lil Wayne again, before I could see the khaki pants, I thought he was about to do a Britney Spears video for a second.
He's got the schoolboy look on. He is just a rough-looking cat, man. There's no other way to put it. He is such a talented guy. Lil Wayne is in his 40s.
And that's it? Just in his 40s?
Yeah.
Well, Jim, that probably has been a hard 40 years.
I would have put him in his 50s.
Would you say it's
42?
Would you say it's been a hard 42 years though for Lil Wayne?
Oh, yeah. He's battled health problems, but he... Man, I mean,
by the way,
he's on SportsCenter right now.
Yeah, shorter Lil Wayne, or I went Little Wayne,
or Diego Pavia.
Or Diego Pavia. Lil Wayne's short. Look how short he is.
If you were walking home at 2 a.m, you turned the corner and bumped into him, he'd freak you out, right?
Lil Wayne is 5'7".
He's 5'5". I just looked it up.
5'5". Wow. Well, I mean,
5'5" is small.
They don't call him Big Wayne.
Could throw him in the pool.
5'5" is
And
small.
Pavia is 6 foot even.
No, he's not.
He is not.
No, he's 5'10".
Your
Yeah.
internet
Google's a
might
lie, then.
internet might say that, but I have seen him in person.
I am taller than Diego Pavia, and I'm 5'10" and a half. I was 6 foot when I started the show.
Now, he might wear those little...
ESPN lists him at 6 foot 207.
I believe the 207.
I believe the 207. He ain't 6 foot.
Yeah, he might wear those platform shoes.
Yeah. Here is Little Wayne with the SportsCenter guys. He's on SportsCenter, and then you've got him right there.
The same guys. They partied last night.
Same guys. Forster, man, are you on somebody's DM?
Forster gets
one of the SportsCenter guys tweeted that picture out a while ago.
So
Yeah,
Little
must
Wayne
had
was
a slumber party
in concert or something. Michelson Laser Vision brings us the viewing menu. LT
205-969-8100, the number that I called back in 2003. Dr. Mark Michelson, first to perform the laser procedure in the state of Alabama back in 1995. True pioneer. Make the phone call that I made. Ask for Amy. Tell her the next round sent you. They're going to hook you up with a hassle-free consultation. 0 to lose to find out if LASIK is right for you. 205-969-8100 or michelsonlaservision.com.
Okay, so Tyler kept me from making another major graphical mistake before the show. I was explaining to him I had a graphic, Forster, the one about Happy Gilmore. The graphic was confusing to me. Didn't read it. I just went by what the graphic said, and I was mentioning before viewing menu. I'm going to mention this, Tyler. Give me your reaction. And the graphic said, most watched movies right now, and Happy Gilmore 3.6 billion. So, Brownie, you see that big headline, most watched movies right now, 3.6 billion. You think what?
Streams? It's not money.
Yeah, streams. 3.6 billion streams.
That'd be my guess.
I would think that's impossible.
And the next one is K-pop Demon Hunters at 403.7 million. I mean, Happy Gilmore 2 is killing it.
Yeah. But Lance, there's no way it's $3.6 billion, so that's why I'd go streams.
And so Tyler, I was telling that to Tyler. I said, Happy Gilmore is killing it. 3.6 billion streams.
There's only 8 billion people on Earth. Half the Earth has watched it.
And then he's like, wow, you remember we talked about it last week. It was like 43 million views or something. And then because he started questioning me, I read the fine print. It was 3.6 billion minutes viewed. To which he points out.
So if you take that 3.6 billion minutes viewed and you divide it by the runtime of Happy Gilmore 2, an hour 58 minutes, or 118 minutes, you end up with 30.508 million full streams of the movie.
Yeah. I have not talked to one person that has liked it.
So even though 46.7 million people apparently watched it in its first weekend, only 30 million people have watched it all the way through.
Yeah, so there you go.
16.7 million people started it and did not finish it.
So
I'd like to add that I'm one of those people who started it and did not finish it.
I didn't get pulled in. Now, the cameos look pretty incredible. I mean, anybody else watch it?
I've never seen the first one, so I don't think I need to start with the second one.
Well, watch the first one because that one's actually funny.
Yeah.
Now, I made a point that I felt like if we were 11 or 16 or 17, we would think this one is humorous. And if we watched the original for the first time and we didn't have some kind of emotional tie to it like we do, we would also, as older men, think that one was silly too. But I think it depends on, like, I would assume Jack and the gang would love Happy Gilmore too.
I mean, they've watched it. I didn't get his take on it.
Yeah, but I mean, they'll watch it because it's silly.
Yeah,
when you remove somebody's hip so you can get through the tee shot more to drive the ball further.
Sure, they like Adam Sandler a lot.
Yeah,
but I mean, I tapped out on Ballerina. I bought it.
Yeah, I don't like.
And
Ballerina.
I didn't make it all the way through it. And I love John Wick, my favorite action franchise ever, and I couldn't make it through that.
Yeah. So what else you watching, Tyler?
Netflix has a new release. Speaking of Happy Gilmore 2, we've got Wednesday Season 2. I actually haven't seen this, but I do think I would like it because it is from Tim Burton, and I love the Addams Family. Yeah. So
I saw to start this. Taco Bell or somebody's got a meal. I don't know who it was.
Wednesday meal?
Yeah, Wendy's.
Do I only get it on Wednesday or I get it any day?
I believe you can get it any day.
Okay.
But they've changed the sign out front to say misfortune awaits you.
Oh.
But Wednesday, not Wendy's. Wednesday, right?
No, it's at Wendy's.
It's the Wednesday meal at Wendy's.
Okay. All right.
Do you like Wendy's, Jim?
I do. Yeah.
Do you? You like Wendy's Nutcracker?
Yeah. I do. I'm okay with it, I guess. Yeah, as long as they're frosty.
Oh.
Wow.
Hey.
All right, I'm clipping that. HBO Max has added the new Final Destination movie, Final Destination Bloodlines, to its catalog. This one was sneaky good. I had no anticipation of this movie being good this year. I was actually kind of dreading going to see it because it's just, let me mark it off so I can film a review.
The reviews are great. Like, I've never seen any of the Final Destinations. The reviews are great.
Yep, this is the best one in the franchise to me, and it's a great send-off for Tony Todd before he passed away.
I didn't know he passed away.
Spoiler alert for Lance. He didn't know he died.
Well, he died in real life, not the movie.
Yeah, well, that's what I was talking about.
I know.
But I started The Brutalist.
Oh.
Watched first hour. Thought it was really good. Well done.
It is really good. It's a chore to get through.
The first hour wasn't, but it got late.
You got 3 more hours to go.
Oh, I know.
Holy crap.
I think it's like 3:38 or something.
Yeah.
It's long.
Yeah, it's 3:38 with an intermission.
I took mine last night.
And then finally on today's viewing menu, I had it on last week, but the Naked Gun reboot is hilarious. Everyone should go see it if you want more comedy movies to be made, because that's the best way to support it, and I had a great time watching it. I have not laughed that hard in a theater in a long time.
I got some clickbait about how Sylvester Stallone offered Pam Anderson back in the day a Porsche and a condo to date him, and it was one of those things, but as I read the article, I didn't realize that Pam Anderson and Liam Neeson are kind of dating now.
Oh, really?
Yep. They've been getting real close during the production of this movie and the promotional.
That is a random ass couple.
It
though,
is,
isn't
but
it?
good for them.
Taking boat rides and stuff like that together.
How about that?
But see, you don't believe that's a promotional thing for the movie. You actually believe they're in love?
Oh, I don't know. I would believe that more than the Travis Kelce.
We're about to start years. We're about to start season 3. Season 3 of that relationship, by the way.
And that's what Tyler is watching in our viewing menu. Please tell them how many times you've seen the movie Superman, the new one.
I've seen it 3 times.
3 times.
Well, twice in one day, though.
Yeah. But he's gone back
That's
after
good.
that.
He's
double.
seen it for all of us. We don't have to see it.
Right. Thank you.
When we come back, we'll jump into a little NFL, more college football. The show being brought to you by our friends at Odie's, where these guys are at trivia tonight.
Odie's Team Trivia. We do it every Wednesday night. The original location at Crestline. Me and Brown will be out there. Get there early. Enjoy the great food from Rodney Davis. Been doing that for almost 4 decades now. The award-winning wings, great burgers, fantastic sandwiches, ice-cold beer buckets full of the Bud Light. Get in. Come see us tonight. It's 2 locations. The one we'll be at tonight, the original Crestline. Newest location in Edgewood. It's Odie's Tavern.
Follow Dunaway on Twitter and Instagram at Jim Dunaway.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, company truck accident, car accident, or work-related accident? Call Alabama's largest personal injury firm. Alexander Shunnarah Trial Attorneys will fight for every dollar you deserve, and it won't cost you a dime. Trust me. What do you say, man?
Call me, Alabama.
Call 659-777-7777 or go to Shunnarah.com.
No representation made that the legal services provided are better than legal services provided by other attorneys.
Storm season is here. Make sure you have a plan of action in place right now. Greg from Pell City and Storm Restoration Roofing should be your first call when storms hit. Insurance companies love working with Storm Restoration Roofing because of Greg Nelson's name and reputation in the industry. When storms hit, call Greg Nelson. He's local, 205-542-3531. He's the home of the free no-cost roof inspection. Greg from Pell City on Facebook, 205-542-3531. It's Storm Restoration Roofing.
Hey, there's nothing worse than waking up to a plumbing problem. Don't get caught in a flooded house. Call the guys at Hemp Hill Services. Adam, Chad, and the team at Hemp Hill are the only ones I trust to fix it and fix it right the first time. Hemp Hill Services does it right and always at a fair price. For all of your plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, trust the name that Birmingham has trusted since 1954. That is Hemp Hill Services. Call now, 205-229-2090. That's 205-229-2090.
What are you waiting for? It's non-stop gaming action at Birmingham Racecourse Casino. Come play more than 900 of the latest and greatest games around, featuring fun bonuses and big jackpots. You can wager and win on horse and greyhound races from all over the world. There are more ways to win at Birmingham Racecourse Casino. Birmingham Racecourse Casino, located off I-459, exit 31, Derby Parkway. Must be 21 or older.
Since you listened to my last message so well and got rid of those cargo shorts and stained t-shirts, it's time to replace them with Rhoback. Go to Rhoback.com and click on the refreshed collection to find all that you need for an EG-approved wardrobe. It includes pieces that will have you ready to hit the golf course after a busy day of meetings, or comfy favorites for travel and working from home. Get 20% off using code TNR20. See, I'm saving you some money.
New Life Art is proud to announce Daniel A. Moore's upcoming Alabama basketball painting, Buzzer Beater. Closing out the regular season, Alabama and Auburn faced off in a top 10 matchup. With less than 1 second remaining in overtime and the game tied at 91, Mark Sears launched a 15-foot floater that sealed the Tide's victory. Visit DanielMooreArt.com and see the artist's preliminary sketch of this historic Bama win. And take advantage of special pre-production pricing for Buzzer Beater.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, you're in the red zone for every college rivalry and divisional matchup all season long. I mean, where else are the scenic views as good as your view of the game? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
All right, Auburn fans, I want you to become a member of thebarnauburn.com and join in on the fun. Whether it's recruiting discussions, off-season chatter, or the latest Auburn athletics news, we've got it all. Get $25 off your annual subscription when you sign up for your account at thebarnauburn.com today. War Eagle.
It's bow time. Tired of choosing between sweet and savory? Why not have both? Introducing Bojangles' new chicken and bowberry waffles. The bold Cajun chicken filet you love, now drizzled with a bowberry honey glaze and sandwiched between 2 warm waffles. Which means your favorite meal of the day just met your new favorite dish. And lucky for you, it's served all day. But it's only here for a limited time, so try chicken and bowberry waffles at Bojangles today. It's bow time.
Jim Dunaway, Lance Taylor, Ryan Brown. Live from the Birmingham Racecourse Casino Studios, the next round, presented by Bud Light, is on now.
All right, hour number 2 on the show here, LTD&B with you as we do show 1008, 17 days away from the start of the college football season. We've talked a lot of college football in the first hour. We'll flip to the NFL here for a second. Right after LT tells you about lanceslock.com with exhibition play returning tomorrow night. A good time to jump on, lanceslock.com.
Yeah, so NFL preseason, the entire package, only $75. Already 1-0 out of the gate. We had the Chargers last Thursday night in the Hall of Fame game. Easy winner over Detroit. We will have more winners starting tomorrow, but you can go to lanceslock.com. Major League Baseball today, free play every single day. But check out the package, only $75. Jump on board, win with us the entire preseason. It is always brought to you by our friends at Hemp Hill Services. Whether you experience any plumbing, heating, or cooling issues in your home or business, they are ready to serve you. 205-229-2090. Adam, Chad, Andrew, the guys there awaiting your call. Make sure you tell them the next round sent you. Hard to stop a train. For more information, hemphillservices.com.
By the way, it happened yesterday. We told you a couple of days ago it was going to happen. ESPN is teaming up with the NFL. The NFL now owns 10% of the ESPN as soon as it's approved by the federal government. The FCC, then ESPN gets more with the NFL. Now ESPN, the NFL, and WWE are teaming up. All this is really good as they start their direct-to-consumer streaming, which happens on August the 21st, I believe.
I saw that there might be additional preseason games added if they can do it quickly enough.
7 additional NFL games per year. For ESPN.
Preseason, well, yeah, that's regular season, but they were going to show some more preseason games live on ESPN with some of the speculation. So
includes and their ESPN Direct to Consumer includes multi-view options.
Yeah. Do y'all like watching those preseason games where it's not the normal announcers? It's like
the local TV?
Yeah, it's like the local TV guys doing play-by-play, and then it's some great, like, oh, that's right, Vikings great, so-and-so.
Yeah.
Robert Smith is doing the analysis.
Like you get a little Brando with the Saints.
You do, yeah. And you also get random sponsors, too. Like
I just had the most. Who's the Andrew
Siciliano?
Mina Kimes and Aqib Talib were doing the Rams
That's
games.
who do the Rams games?
Well, they were last year, 2 years ago. It was very, very random.
Yeah. So in the NFL, Shedeur Sanders will get the start for Cleveland in their first exhibition game. So he'll be the first guy to roll out there. What does that tell you?
I mean, it tells you it's a great opportunity for Shedeur. I think there are injuries there. I think they know what they've got in Joe Flacco. And they've got to figure out, they're going to keep 3 quarterbacks, who these 3 quarterbacks are going to be. This is a tremendous opportunity for Shedeur, though.
Does that not make you think that he is QB2 right now?
I literally, on that TV right there yesterday, on that TV right there in front of all of us, he was sitting behind a podium with the Cleveland Browns stuff behind him, and literally at the bottom of the screen it says, Shedeur Sanders, 0 first-team reps this camp.
Yeah, 4th on the first depth chart they released, but remember I told you the insider said that he was QB2 and they were deciding between Kenny Pickett and Dylan Gabriel on who to keep.
But don't you think it's a bit strange that you've had 0 first-team reps in camp and you're going to start a game tomorrow night?
Well, I think it's fascinating based on this.
Is it tomorrow night? I'm sorry. Is it tomorrow night?
This weekend.
This weekend.
I think it's Friday night.
Okay, I'll check.
Yeah, but he's not going to be playing with the first-team reps in the first for the first
They
team.
won't start the first team in the first possession, you don't think?
I wouldn't be. But
I think Cleveland is so lost on what they're going to do at quarterback this year. I think he could either earn his way as the starting quarterback over the preseason, obviously, or he could end up getting cut.
So he could be your starter or get cut, one of the two.
And I think that, and that's the crazy thing about every quarterback they've got on the roster.
That's true of all of them, isn't
really,
it?
the most that would surprise me if they're off the roster would be Shedeur, although he was the guy drafted behind Dylan Gabriel. But you can't keep all these guys.
No, you can't. And then you've added Snoop Huntley. I mean, you've got 15 quarterbacks. You're not going to keep them all.
The Rams yesterday signed Kyron Williams to a 3-year, $33 million deal, tied for 4th for most rushing touchdowns the last 2 years.
Top 5 rusher over the last 3 years, and he was coming into his final year of his rookie contract. I think they're really happy with what they've got with Blake Corum behind him, and then Jarquez Hunter they drafted this year, and I think he's going to end up being their 3rd back. But this is good because they get him a little bit on the cheap based on his production.
Yeah, 3 years, $33 million. Can you name the 3 people in the last 2 years he's tied for 4th, the 3 people ahead of him in rushing touchdowns?
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley.
Nope.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry is number 2 on that list.
How many years?
Last 2 years.
Derrick Henry's aging like wine, isn't he? I mean, he's getting better the older he gets.
I would go Bijan Robinson and Jahmyr Gibbs.
Nope and nope. It is Jalen Hurts, 29
trick
touchdowns.
Question, Joe. That was a trick question.
Derrick Henry, 28. Josh Allen, 27. Then tied for 4th, Kyron Williams, 26.
So
rushing
2
touchdowns.
quarterbacks.
2 quarterbacks.
And but you know what's crazy about that? 2 quarterbacks, and you know what one of them's not named? Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
If I told you 2 quarterbacks lead the NFL in rushing touchdowns, say, okay, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I might have gone.
Would you?
Just because Jalen Hurts with the,
Yeah, and Josh Allen, same way. Their
red zone.
length of touchdown
That's
runs
right.
are different than Lamar Jackson's.
Yeah, they're so good in the red zone because they're so, in Allen's case, tall and powerful, and in Hurts' case, he's just he's a rock.
I know we're going to get into some win totals in the NFL, but your favorite to win the Super Bowl is the Buffalo Bills.
Okay, let's jump into the win totals now. So you say Buffalo 17 regular season games. USA Today with these predictions, projected win totals. What is a regular season for now the favorites to win the Super Bowl looks like to you?
You're not really going to go 11.5 is kind of that number. And so I would think that they probably are going to keep it around 11.5 for Buffalo.
They project them at 13-4.
Oh, so this is not Vegas.
No.
Okay.
This is USA Today actual win total.
I got you. I think that's about right. I mean, they were 13-4 last year. I think Keon Coleman is going to be better in year 2. They were kind of a surprising 13-4. Like a lot of people believe the window had closed.
Well, the rebuild word was getting used some in the offseason. And they were anything but a rebuild last year. I mean, that was a really good football team.
I think the rest of the AFC East is good but not great, so I think 13's the number.
No, I think you're right. I think Miami and New England are probably a lot alike, and then the Jets probably at the bottom. So
USA Today's writers, New England Patriots projected 8-9.
That's what I've got them. I think when we talked about our biggest win total jumping up, they were 4 wins last year, and I think they're going to double their win total.
I think they could be 8-9. Miami probably 9-8, something like that. I think they're a lot alike.
Jets 7-10.
Okay.
Miami 5-12.
Why do people think Miami's? Why do you think people think Miami's going to go 5-12? Because I've seen a lot of that.
If he does, the Finn's final 5 games are either in outdoor northern cities or against teams that had winning records in 2024, and historically his teams, Mike McDaniel, hasn't played well in either of those circumstances.
Yeah, well, it's not just Mike McDaniel. It's almost all of Miami's history.
A quick point on the Jets. That would mean the Jets go up in wins. Do you believe Justin Fields is going to be better than Aaron Rodgers? I think it's going to be kind of the same, so I don't know if I believe 7 wins. And Miami, like the bottom would have to completely fall out. Not only is Mike McDaniel coaching for his job, but we've seen when Tua is healthy, this is one of the better offenses in all of football.
Yeah, now if Tua goes down, 5 wins, but you can't project that kind of stuff. And
if he's playing, it's 8, 9, or 10 wins, I think.
Now, those games they mention, the outdoor weather at the Jets, which
it's a bad team.
That's
outdoors.
a bad team, yeah. At the Steelers, which is...
I mean, those are right around a pig, both of those.
Yeah. Host the Bengals.
Again, Dolphins are going to be favored.
Host your Buccaneers.
Dolphins will be favored.
And then,
crap, not by then.
And then at the Patriots. I mean,
it'll be around a pick. I mean, those are all very winnable and losable games.
Yeah, I mean,
much like the NFL.
Much like the whole NFL.
AFC North, Ravens, according to USA Today, projected at 14-3.
I don't know if I see that. 12-5 last year, and that was a really good Ravens team. I would play the under 14 for sure, but I think they're 12 or 13 wins.
11-6 for
Cincinnati.
Pittsburgh.
I mean, boy, you're putting a lot of faith in Aaron Rodgers.
Ooh. You just don't. There has been one quarterback in the history of this league at 42 years old that has been able to win, and that's Tom Brady. And like Aaron Rodgers just hasn't been the same Aaron Rodgers over the last 4 or 5 years. I mean, it's just fact. The numbers are there. The injuries were obviously there. I think Pittsburgh's defense is going to be really good. There's no weapons on that offense.
Yeah.
And when Tom Brady won,
DK Metcalf's good, but
when Tom Brady won at Tampa Bay, he had good running backs, good offensive line, great receivers, and an unbelievable defense. How many of that does Pittsburgh have?
Unbelievable defense.
Unbelievable defense.
Yeah. I mean, look, 10-7 last year. I thought it was an incredible job for Mike Tomlin. Again, never having a losing season.
Always a winning season.
I mean, I think they're going to be 9-8, maybe 10-7, but I getting up in the 11 wins would be really, really surprising.
That would put them in the playoffs for sure. Cincinnati 9-8.
That's what they were last year. That's disappointing.
Would be disappointing with that roster. And then Cleveland 3-14.
They were 3-14 last year. Yeah, that sounds about right.
We just talked about their quarterbacks.
Nobody cares. AFC South, Houston 10-7, Jacksonville 8-9, Titans 5-12, Colts 4-13.
Jacksonville to me is interesting because they won 4 games last year. As we talk about them, Avatar Trevor Lawrence is on our TV3 here, but their win total 7.5. So there's a lot of expectation for Jacksonville. Travis Hunter coming in, Liam Cohen coming in. I do think they're going to be improved. I don't know, 8 wins. I mean, double win total would be pretty significant.
Yeah, for a first-year, pretty unproven NFL coach, and Liam Cohen. I mean, the guy's barely even coached in the NFL.
At poker the other night, I made the point that Travis Hunter is a guy I want to see, and he's playing on my least favorite franchise to watch.
I'm with you. I do not like watching Jacksonville.
I want to watch Travis Hunter play. I don't want to watch Jacksonville Jaguar football.
But that's good news for Jacksonville Jaguar football because I'm like you, and I think most people are, like, we've never seen a player like Travis Hunter.
If your team is not playing Jacksonville, when you put the TVs on the red zone, do you ever put Jacksonville on unless it's the only other games being played?
I do not.
Well, I'm different. I'm like, probably half of our listeners out there. It depends on where the money is. Like, if I've got money on a Saints-Jaguars game, I'm going to watch it, sadly.
You know who apparently likes watching the Jags? Europeans. I feel like they play over there at least once a year.
Yeah. I think they would trade that back for lower tariffs right now.
Steelers-Jags, by the way, I'm assuming it's not I don't think we get any live coverage, NFL Network, but I'm assuming you'll see some Travis Hunter in that one on both sides, would you think?
He is listed as a first-team wide receiver and a second-team DB right now in the first depth chart.
So he might play the first quarter at receiver and then the second quarter at DB?
Yeah, who knows?
I wouldn't play him at all.
You would not?
I'd save him. He's the draw. I'd save him for the regular season. I don't want him getting dinged up in the exhibition.
It's Saturday, 6 o'clock, if you want to pay attention to playing the Steelers.
AFC West.
Oh, this is fascinating because KC 15-2 last year. A lot of people believe they will be better. I don't think they'll be better. Even if they are better, going 15-2 in this league is nearly impossible, especially with how improved the AFC West is. I'm going to say they got them at 13-4.
USA Today makes the projection. I will say the win total here, then I'll drink the water while somebody gloats. Okay? 12-5 Denver Broncos.
I'm telling you, it's going to be a good football team. I have said all along, keep drinking, Jimmy. I have said all along, this is a surprise AFC team. I think Denver is going to be a really good football team.
I don't know how they're a
this year.
surprise team. They were 10-7 last year.
Would you be surprised at 12-5?
No, at 12-5, yeah. I mean, at 12-5, and is that them winning the West?
No,
12-5 and then winning the West.
By surprise, I said when we went dark horse Super Bowl teams, I said I can see Denver in the AFC Championship game. That's a surprise.
Yeah, well,
if they're in the AFC Championship
and I'm
game.
like you, but I'm on the Chargers like that. I think the Chargers, I'm not going to be surprised outside of the fact that Herbert's never had any success in the postseason.
And I cannot tell you how stunning this would be to 2019, 2020, 2021 Ryan Brown if you took him back and said, you think Bo Nix is going to take a team to the AFC Championship game.
Yeah. Or back-to-back, in his first 2 years, he's going to have winning records and taking teams to the postseason.
I know. Why are you crying?
Because I projected Bo Nix to be good.
Well, you projected him to be at the Heisman, and
he did. He
did. He did it.
Finish the AFC West there real quick.
Kansas City Chiefs 11-6.
I think that's about right.
Los Angeles Chargers 9-8. Las Vegas Raiders 5-12. Again, this is just USA Today.
Yeah. Well, with the Chargers, that's going back 2 games from Harbaugh's first year to second year. I don't see that happen. They have added weapons offensively. In the Raiders, like Brock Bowers, man, if you watch the Raiders, it got a little boring last year because that's all they did was target Brock Bowers. But now you bring in Ashton Genty and you've got a better quarterback. The Raiders are going to be better than people think. Now, what does that equate to? They were 4 wins last year. I think they could get to 8 wins, but they're going to be very competitive.
Most entertaining division in football right there is your AFC West. I think top to bottom, that'll be the most entertaining.
I would go NFC North, but it's close.
Yeah.
I'll start with the NFC West here because who knows how long we'll talk about the Rams just for time restraints here. Projected to win the NFC West at 11-6, the San Francisco 49ers.
Ooh, Lance, you guys are 10 wins or worse.
I saw somebody today saying that the window has shut on the 49ers. This kind of reminds me of last year in Buffalo. I don't know if Brock Purdy is that good. He's obviously not Josh Allen, but I think San Francisco, based on how decimated with injuries, I think they're going to be better than a lot of people think. They were 6 wins last year. I kind of lean they will win this division, but I think it will be really close.
Apparently, according to USA Today, they went a tiebreaker with 11-6 Los Angeles.
Yeah,
okay.
Both 11-6.
I'm very interested to see because I think Arizona 8-9 last year. I think Arizona's 9-8 this year.
Arizona next at 9-8.
Yeah.
And Seattle next at 9-8.
Wow, that's a very competitive division.
The whole division with a winning record.
Yeah.
The only one that has all winning records.
Well, I mean, last year it was 10-7, 10-7, 8-9, and 6-11. So, I mean, it was very competitive last year.
Yeah. The exciting NFC North, Packers 12-5. You have the Packers as the best team in that division?
I do. Well, it's tricky. Here's what you got. Like, what's J.J. McCarthy going to be? I do think Chicago's going to be much improved, but probably not good enough. So it comes down really to Green Bay, Minnesota, Detroit. I think Detroit takes some steps back, but they take, they were 4 games in front of Green Bay last year. But I wouldn't be surprised if Green Bay wins that division.
11-6 Detroit.
Yeah, I was going to say real quick on Green Bay. People, Jordan Love did a sit-down interview yesterday, and I cannot remember who it's with, but it's all over social media. People are raving about it because he goes into how much he learned. He shows a tremendous amount of respect for Aaron Rodgers and talks about how Aaron Rodgers taught him how to sit on the bench but watch the opposing sideline and what you can glean from just watching your opposition on the sideline during a game. And just small things that Aaron Rodgers taught him. So people are raving about that Jordan Love interview.
12-5 Green Bay, 11-6 Detroit.
That's a big drop for Detroit, but I think a lot of people believe they will drop a little bit.
Still would be the 5 seed in the playoffs, according to USA Today. The Vikings 9-8, Chicago Bears 7-10. In the NFC South, Saints 2-15. We'll start at the bottom. Not guaranteeing, as I look at one other team, not guaranteeing the first overall pick. Falcons 7-10, which would be a disappointment at this point.
Wow. Well, I mean, it's going backwards.
And they're third in the division.
Panthers 8-9, Buccaneers 9-8.
Wow.
I think the Buccaneers will win double digits
What
this
a
year.
boring division.
Yeah, the only thing
9-8, 8-9, 7-10, 2-15.
You know, I saw somebody talking about Baker Mayfield, a dark horse MVP candidate. I think people have finally realized, damn, this team has won the NFC South 5 consecutive years.
Yeah, Jim brings it up a lot.
It's the only problem is people are talking about Tampa now.
Yeah. Quarterback is good. Running back with Bucky Irving and depth there. Offensive line, the Wirfs is hurt and will miss the first few games. It's a really good offensive line. Defensive line gets better. Secondary's gotten a little bit younger, but a little more insecure. Linebackers are great. Receiving room, best receiving room in the NFL.
No.
When you factor in the deepest part of that room, our third receiver is better than your third receiver. Our fourth receiver is better than your fourth receiver. I mean, we just brought in a Mecca, man. He can do it all. We got the kid from Washington.
I mean, can Godwin ever stay healthy?
Godwin and
Mike Evans is 50.
Yeah. And then the NFC East, the world champion Eagles 12-5, the Commanders 10-7, Cowboys 9-8, and the Giants 2-15. If the Cowboys are 9-8, that'll be better than I think the projections are, in my opinion.
Their win total is 7.5 in Vegas. They won 7 games last year. Interesting thing about this division is we know nobody ever wins it back-to-back years. And this would be the first time in, 20 years that if the Eagles do win the NFC East?
Did it happen back-to-back?
Hard to see the Eagles not winning that division.
I would agree.
Hard, yeah.
But I will say, back to your draft pick comment there about Saints at 2-15 and the Giants at 2-15. The good news for the Saints is the Giants won't be taking quarterback with that first pick if they earn it. In all likelihood, I don't guess you can completely eliminate it, but I mean they just used one on Jackson Dart. Yeah. It would be hard to believe they would do that in back-to-back drafts.
But if Jackson Dart starts 5 or 6 games and he's awful, if he's Will Levis-like, and then let's just say Garrett Nussmeier or Cade Klubnik or Arch Manning is lights out, and it seems like that they are.
So you're going to have 2 first-round draft. I mean,
it seems far-fetched.
I guess at that point you try to trade Dart, but boy, what kind of value can you get for him if you're already unloading a first-pick quarterback in year 1?
Did they draft him in the first round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget the draft so quickly.
I mean,
Jackson Dart was a first-round draft pick.
It wasn't just a first round. He was a top 10 pick, wasn't he?
No.
What was it?
Further down. I'll tell you right now.
I just don't remember him being a first-round draft pick, but my memory is.
You do remember it was the Giants drafting. So
yeah.
Jackson Dart went 25th.
25th, all right, not top 10.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could probably unload a 25th, not unload, but move on from a 25th pick much easier than it had he been a top 10 pick.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. But still,
but Arch Manning's not coming out, so he's going to stay. So
you say that?
Yeah, he'll play 2 years at Texas. That's what the Mannings do. All right, the show being brought to you by our friends at CPAP Plus. CPAP Plus, giving you that peaceful night's rest.
Sleep Home Alabama. That is the website. Locations: Birmingham, Trussville, Pelham, Foley, Troy. If you're listening to us in those locations, Alabama's best home sleep and CPAP care companies. Home sleep testing, no lab, no insurance, just $199. You get that home sleep test. Get the information at Sleep Home Alabama. Best CPAP care statewide. Drop the information. They're going to call you back. All you got to do is go to their website right now, Sleep Home Alabama. Fill it out. They'll shoot it back. You get that sleep test at home. It's from our friends at CPAP Plus.
When it came time to redo the master bath in the Brown house, my wife Jennifer scoured the internet looking for the right person for the job. By doing that, she talked to a ton of contractors, people that had used certain contractors, read a ton of reviews. She did her homework is what I'm trying to say, and she found the right person for the job. It is Brad Bell. Now, Scott is showing you some before and after photos of my bathroom if you're watching us on the video platforms. If you want to see more, if you didn't see mine, you can go to alabamabathremodels.com. That's alabamabathremodels.com. If you want to just have Brad out to look at your job and see what he can do for you, 205-422-1758. That is 205-422-1758. What does Brad specialize in? Master bath remodels, kitchen remodels, and master bedroom closets. It's not all he does, but it's what he specializes in. The reason I point that out is you're going to love those rooms when you have the house, and when you go to sell your house, you'll make some of your money back on master bath, kitchen, and master bedroom closets because those rooms really pop when people come look at your house. 205-422-1758 or AlabamaBathRemodels.com for my guy, Brad Bell.
Take the next round anywhere you go with official Next Round gear. Buy yours today at nextround.store.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, company truck accident, a car accident, or work-related accident? Call Alabama's largest personal injury firm. Alexander Shunnarah Trial Attorneys will fight for every dollar you deserve, and it won't cost you a dime. Trust me. What do you say, man?
Call me, Alabama.
Call 659-777-7777 or go to Shunnarah.com.
No representation made that the legal services provided are better than legal services provided by other attorneys.
Storm season is here. Make sure you have a plan of action in place right now. Greg from Pell City and Storm Restoration Roofing should be your first call when storms hit. Insurance companies love working with Storm Restoration Roofing because of Greg Nelson's name and reputation in the industry. When storms hit, call Greg Nelson. He's local, 205-542-3531. He's the home of the free no-cost roof inspection. Greg from Pell City on Facebook, 205-542-3531. It's Storm Restoration Roofing.
If you're looking to expand business and inform the Next Round audience about your exciting brand, contact us. Send an email to sales@nextroundlive.com to be a part of the team and advertise your product to hundreds of thousands of potential customers on our ever-expanding platform. Join our existing partners in the fastest-growing media space, both live and on demand, and reach the most desirable audience for your business. Get information and more by emailing sales@nextroundlive.com, and one of our team members will work with you to take your business to the next level with the Next Round.
Hey, there's nothing worse than waking up to a plumbing problem. Don't get caught in a flooded house. Call the guys at Hemphill Services. Adam, Chad, and the team at Hemphill are the only ones I trust to fix it and fix it right the first time. Hemphill Services does it right and always at a fair price. For all of your plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, trust the name that Birmingham has trusted since 1954. That is Hemphill Services. Call now, 205-229-2090. That's 205-229-2090.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, you're in the red zone for every college rivalry and divisional matchup all season long. I mean, where else are the scenic views as good as your view of the game? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Take TNR on the go with a podcast built for your satisfaction. Miss Hour 1? Find it in podcast form. Miss Hour 2? Stream it now. Miss Hour 3? Download it for later. Miss Hour 4? Well, just know it's never coming back. Listen to TNR wherever you find podcasts.
Hey, let me tell you about our friends at Urology Centers of Alabama. Compassionate and comprehensive urological care with 35 physicians, 17 locations across Alabama. Their patient-centered approach to all of your urological needs. Remember, they've got that new men's health center. It is beautiful, helping men with a wide range of sensitive male issues in a comfortable environment. You can always go online, visit urologycentersalabama.com, schedule an appointment with one of their many urologists today.
When you crave activity like we do, you belong in the Roback family. Get the best golf wear, hoodies, and activewear for men and women at Roback.com. Use promo code TNR20 to get 20% off your order. That's Roback.com, promo code TNR20.
It's bow time. Tired of choosing between sweet and savory? Why not have both? Introducing Bojangles' new chicken and bowberry waffles. The bold Cajun chicken filet you love, now drizzled with a bowberry honey glaze and sandwiched between two warm waffles. Which means your favorite meal of the day just met your new favorite dish. And lucky for you, it's served all day. But it's only here for a limited time, so try chicken and bowberry waffles at Bojangles today. It's bow time.
Back with you on the next round as we continue on today. It's time for our Bojangles tender moment of the day. Our friends at Bojangles, always there for you for lunch. They have all the great sauces as well. We tell you about the sauces all the time in the Bo tender moments of the day. You can try those sausage, including creamy buffalo and the peach honey pepper and the creamy ranch that's made in-house there. It's our Bojangles Tender Moment of the Day. And for that, some of you have received notifications that you did not get your Masters tickets for next year, but they do have a cool new thing that is called the Full-Scale Private Home Program.
Okay.
It fits 8 people, and you actually get tournament tickets with this. $220,000, but that only breaks down to $27,500 a head. You get 8 nights of housing for $98,000. This is how it's broken out.
Okay.
2 private drivers for $29,000 the week of the tournament. House snacks for $6,000. Staffing of the house for $13,000. Daily catering for the week, $23,500. Tee times, and I think you get to play the course, 4 tee times for $13,500. And service fees, $36,000.
That's a rich man's getaway right there.
Well, what's our total on this?
$220,000
for 4 people.
8
Fits 8 people.
Yeah, 4 tee times if I read correctly. I think that comes after the tournament, maybe on Monday.
So they do a media
was
day.
that like 28,000 a person?
27,500 is what is what I broke down to.
Yeah, they select members of the media play the course on Monday right after the event. Like I have been told by people that have covered it, like if you'd go cover it, there's a good chance you'd get to play on Monday because they try to give preference to people that have never done it. I'm really surprised though that. So who is selling? Is Augusta?
Yeah. This is official
from Augusta National.
Yeah. This is part of the ticket package.
Well, I'm surprised they would even deal with that.
That's what
I'm
saying. I'm surprised. That is pretty.
It's a lot
remarkable.
of legwork for them to have to put all those pieces together.
I agree. For 200 some odd thousand when they make money hand over fist. That's really surprising that they're actually offering tee times.
Yeah,
that's the most surprising part of it.
It's the most talked about ticket package out there at $220,000. If you're dreaming of going, why not you and 7 folks jump in there at $27,500 a head there and enjoy the Masters.
I'll tell you, if you are, there's a lot of people that maybe drop $2,700 on a week getaway. But if you're a guy that's got, millions of dollars, that seems like a dream vacation if you're a big golfer.
Yeah. Can you, do you still have it open?
I do not, but I can go back to it.
Chris said, look at it and make sure it's not Augusta National, it's Augusta Country Club. The tee time might be at Augusta Country Club.
Okay.
Big difference.
Yeah, that's it. Augusta Country Club's a fantastic course, great course, but it ain't Augusta National.
That's why the importance of the word national.
Yeah, yes, yeah. You're going to want to make sure that you got the difference there.
All right, so back to college football we go after a segment on the NFL there. And we're got the coaches poll out, the AP poll, the more important poll comes out on Monday during the show. But again, back to USA Today, they have given us, based on what we got today or yesterday or Monday, whenever it was, now it's Wednesday, the coaches poll, the 10 toughest schedules in college football using the coaches' rankings. Who has that? Right after LT tells us about our friends at Boiling and Bragging, which is kicking off football season around here. Tell us about Boiling and Bragging.
Yeah, we had our friends from Boiling and Bragging to tell you a little bit about the event that is coming up August 16th. It is the first college tailgate party of the season, Boiling and Bragging, Saturday, August 16th from 6 to 8:30 in Crestline Village, right near the O'Neill Library in Mountain Brook. Annual event benefits critical care transport team at Children's of Alabama. We were told there'll be at least 10 teams represented. Food, music, fun for the entire family. For more information, visit boilingandbragging.org.
All right. Boiling and Bragging, always a great way to kick off the season. If I asked you, using just the coaches poll that came out, here's a look at the coaches poll. Who do you guys think has the toughest schedule in the country? Now, this is where a lot of non-SEC fans say that the SEC is always heavy in these preseason polls, and it sort of props up the way the SEC schedules look tough.
I am going to go with South Carolina.
I was going to go with Florida.
Florida is the correct answer according to USA Today.
Good job, Brad.
Thank you.
The Gators get rewarded with the toughest schedule in the country, Week 3 starts a stretch of 3 consecutive games against top 10 opponents at number 9 LSU, at number 10 Miami, ahead of a home game with number 1 Texas.
Ridiculous. Just say that again. My 3 straight games. Now, they do have a bye in there.
Yep.
At
number 9 LSU, at number 10 Miami, and a home game with number 1 Texas.
So I never get out of the top 10, and I play 2 of the 3 on the road.
Yep, and the grind doesn't stop after that with a trip to number 21 Texas A&M the following week. And there's annual meetings with number 4 Georgia to start a November schedule that also includes number 15 Ole Miss and a home game with number 18 Tennessee.
Yeah, and you've got those in-state teams that could be sneaky good with South Florida and Florida State.
Yep.
It's an unrelenting schedule. I mean, there really isn't. Like, even in Florida has historically been pretty good against Kentucky, obviously, but that Kentucky game on the road is between the cocktail party and a road trip to Ole Miss. I mean, that's a classic trap game right there.
Yeah, let me pull back on South Carolina. I thought South Carolina's – I meant to say Oklahoma.
You meant to say Oklahoma. Yeah. And you would be next, LT, with the correct Garnet choice of Oklahoma as they go number 2 on this list. Venables, I think he's on a hot seat. I don't know about you guys.
Yep, I think so.
They have number 14 Michigan. They come to town in week 2. The Red River rivalry in Dallas against number 1 Texas on October 11th starts what they call a monstrous second half with 6 of the final 7 games against ranked opponents. After facing their biggest rivals, the Sooners head to number 13 South Carolina before returning home to play number 15 Ole Miss. Then they have consecutive road games at number 18 Tennessee and number 8 Alabama. And the final 2 games at home aren't much easier with a visit from Missouri and a matchup with number 9 LSU in the finale.
Look, you've got 3 complete layups out of conference with Illinois State, Temple, and Kent State. But outside of that, every game is losable. And I think Oklahoma's going to be improved. I just don't know how much better the record's going to be.
You know, it's interesting, and this is only going to be a 2-year deal, I would imagine. I don't see this continuing once we move on in the scheduling process. But for back-to-back years, Oklahoma's got that bye before Alabama. Now, they have to come on the road this year. They have to play in Tuscaloosa. But Alabama coming off LSU, which historically a lot of people have said has been a little bit of a down game for Alabama coming off LSU. Last year they had to go to Norman and play Oklahoma coming off a bye. Oklahoma gets a bye before coming to Tuscaloosa again this year. And again, Alabama gets LSU right before it.
Mississippi State, the 3rd toughest schedule, is a trend going here. I've always said that if your team sucks, that every schedule's tough no matter who you put on it. But Mississippi State, they get number 11 Arizona State. They get number 18 Tennessee, number 21 Texas A&M, number 17 Florida, number 1 Texas, number 4 Georgia, and then the Egg Bowl with number 15 Ole Miss. Ouch.
Look, I don't think they're going to go defeated in the SEC, but they're going to be underdogs in every game they play in the SEC.
You know, I brought up a couple of weeks ago how amazing their season ticket package is this year. And as you guys pointed out, it's only amazing if you're not – you want to go watch them get beat down. I mean, but their season ticket package includes playoff teams, Arizona State, Tennessee, Texas, Georgia, and your arch rival Ole Miss. I mean, it is an incredible season ticket package this year.
Wisconsin is 4th on this list. Easy to say Luke Fickell on the hot seat, right?
Yeah, and I don't see a path. I mean, unless it's Indiana-like this year. I think Wisconsin's going to be a bad team based on this schedule. And they'll win a couple of games early, but after that, I think they lose. I think I had them losing their final 8 games.
Well, remember, we brought it up with Klatt when he was on our 1,000th show. He thinks Oklahoma's 3-9. 3-9.
Wisconsin.
Or excuse me, Wisconsin.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Wisconsin's 3-9, and Fickell doesn't survive to the end of the year if they're 3-9.
You know, I was going through win totals earlier today because I love playing. You know, I think it's fun to have that vested interest in a team for the entire season, whether you're pulling against them or pulling for them. But I think the under 5.5 for Wisconsin, I think that's an easy ticket to cash.
I would love to do. What's it called when your friends get together and y'all pick a team and you get the wins and losses and that scoring?
Yeah, it's just basically a Calcutta where we draft the teams.
Yeah, I would love, without any money or anything, the 3 of us. And Forrester, if he wants to, too, behind the glass. He's really good at fantasy sports, as I'm learning in baseball right now.
Forrester got the lead?
By a mile. the four of us.
So he's the opposite of the White Sox.
We'll get the four of us, and and we just pick the teams and use your scoring, but just use the power conferences.
So we go Power 5, and you pick, and you basically it's just
Power
wins.
4,
So you get 20 points for a win, minus 20 for a loss, and then you get 15 for getting a shutout, minus 15 for getting shut out, and then you get points for getting to the college football playoff and the bowl games.
Well, he's doing the scoring.
Who keeps up the scoring?
Yeah, I am not that guy.
That's not you.
Our buddy Steve Mason.
Steve Mason does
yeah,
that?
I used to run the golf league.
Former accountant, banker. He's very, very good with numbers, and he enjoys doing it. Likes
Was he
the
a morning
spreadsheets.
DJ with Mason Dixon?
It was not. It was not.
That
yeah.
was a female, by the way, that was Mason.
No. Females can count
It
too.
was crazy. They found 3 consecutive females whose last name was Mason.
Yeah.
to pair with Richard Dixon. You remember that?
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
Yeah. So Mason's leaving. Hey, look, it's Lisa Mason.
Or what would you do for this job? You'll change your name? Okay.
You're going to be Mason.
Back to the SEC, Kentucky is 5th.
They were like, we got a great show named Mason and Dixon. We're keeping it.
Another guy
on the hot seat.
If you believe they would, digest and
big
take
number.
on that buyout, I do think that the appetite is growing for Mark Stoops to be out.
As you mentioned that, LT, 5 into this, all 5, you could close your eyes and all 5 of these coaches with the toughest schedule could get fired.
Yep, that's scary.
Doesn't stop at 6. Arkansas is next, Sam Pittman at 6.
That's why I think Arkansas is going to be better than they were last year, but does it really equate to more wins? I don't know. I mean, that second half of the schedule is very, very difficult.
Yeah.
Just real quick, back to Stoops, 37.5. When we mention that buyout often on this show, 37.5 is where we are at the end of the year.
That's more than Gus Malzahn got. Less than Jimbo Fisher.
Everything's less than Jimbo Fisher, but yes.
More than Gus, less than Jimbo.
Yeah.
Texas A&M is 7th on the toughest schedule. Vandy is 8th on the toughest schedule. Rutgers is 9th, and Purdue.
So is Wisconsin the only Wisconsin and Purdue the only non-SEC teams in there?
And Rutgers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have them yet.
3 Big Tens.
Some of these Big Ten teams do have kind of beneficial schedules, though.
Because they can avoid Ohio State and Oregon, or Ohio State and Penn State, or Penn State and Oregon.
But it's kind of weird. Like the dregs of the Big Ten are the ones with the toughest schedules, and it's not the dregs of the SEC. I mean, you mentioned some teams that are borderline playoff teams.
Florida and Oklahoma are contenders.
Yeah.
Texas A&M contender.
I mean,
try to be that 4th spot.
But even if they're not playoff contenders, you wouldn't put them at the bottom of the SEC. Now, some of those you would. State and Arkansas, I think, and Vandy, people are going to put at the bottom of the conference.
Before we get to our 4 downs today, I want to tell you about a couple of sponsors. One of them is our friends at Twin Peaks, LT.
Twin Peaks, great place to go for lunch. Grab that 29-degree cold beer. They've always got them. The Twin Peak girls running around in 3D. Great locations all over the place. Here in Birmingham, you've got the location behind the Galleria and the Patton Creek shopping centers, but nobody does happy hour like our friends at Twin Peaks. Stop in, see them today. Incredible bourbon selection. They've also got rare bourbons, whiskeys, tequilas. Stop in, see all the fine folks there for lunch, dinner, the NFL Sunday ticket coming up, of course. It's all going on. And don't forget about the 29-degree drafts from our friends at Twin Peaks.
And before we do our 4 downs, these guys have a fun video planned for later today, brought to you by our friends at Breakline. Before you tell us about Breakline, tell everybody again, if they missed the show yesterday, what's happening.
Well, we're going to smash. Well, no, we're not. We're going to try. The 3 of us are going to have a hammer on. We're going to do it on the concrete outside, right?
Yep.
That's not going to break the concrete?
Well, I don't know. But
not worried about that.
You know it's not.
We're not worried about that?
You know what they say it's not going to break? They say it's not going to break these lenses right here. These polarized
Trivex. They're
Trivex lenses.
Yeah. You can tell I did a week of the Breakline reads.
Yeah.
I remember the name Trivex.
Trivex. And those words really probably don't mean a lot to a lot of people, right?
They do to me now. Trivex.
What they do to me is that these are durable lenses. We're going to show you on video just how durable. We're going to take a hammer. We're going to try to break these daggum things, all right? That is what you find at BreaklineOptics.com. BreaklineOptics.com is where you go to find these glasses. These are glasses, first of all, designed by local guys. It's local people. It's a national company, but it's based right here in Birmingham. They're designed for the outdoors. They are resistant to the damage from the salt water or the lake water, the river water, pool water, the sun that beats down on them. They're great looking, fashionable. They are lightweight, and they are durable, as I've mentioned with these Trivex lenses. We're going to try to break them with a hammer. We'll see if we can do it. That's what they do at Brakeline Optics, and they stand behind their product as well. BrakelineOptics.com. If you want to see more, you can go to Deep South Outfitters in Birmingham. Do you know if the mystery box is still going? You can go BrakelineOptics.com with that mystery box. $89 get you up to or over $200 in merch with a mystery box from Brakeline. So you pay $89, you get $200 worth or more of mystery box, including glasses and whatever else is in that mystery box.
Case, cleaning cloth, a surprise bonus item, which could be a hammer.
Could be a hammer. See if you can break them yourself.
Limited quantity, though. When they're gone, they're gone.
That's right. BrakelineOptics.com for that. BrakelineOptics.com.
All right, let's do 4 downs.
First down.
Random here. Would you guys, because I was at the ENT yesterday with Leighton, would you guys give your sense of smell to continue to make the same amount of money you're making for the rest of your life without working? So whatever your wage is. So Tyler, whatever you're making right now here with Double Down Media, you got to give up your sense of smell, but you get that paycheck for the rest of your life without working. Would you give up your sense of smell?
I think I'd do it because
oh wow,
I used to have like a really bad nose. I broke it when I was like 6 years old, and so I spent the majority of my life not being able to breathe out of it or smell out of it.
I'll tell you what, I'm not going to do this. I am not going to do it. And I'll tell you why.
Food.
You know, we were driving down the road the other day, and I saw white smoke coming out of a restaurant. And I just rolled.
New Pope?
It's a new food ready to go. I rolled the window down just so I could smell the burning hickory. I love the smell of burning hickory.
I think because we know these smells so well, it would be really difficult to do.
Yeah.
You know, my good buddy who you guys know, Mike Mondelli, has never been able to smell.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but he still really enjoys food, but he doesn't know what a barbecue restaurant smells like.
I wonder, though, if the taste is even more vibrant without the smell because you don't smell it.
The only person I know that has lost their taste was Michael Hutchins, the former frontman for NXS. He got hit by a cab over in Europe. When he hit his head, for whatever reason, he lost his sense of smell, and it affected. He was a big wine connoisseur, and you know, a lot of people believe that was one of the reasons that he ended up committing suicide.
I could see it.
Is because he was so miserable because he loved wine so much. So I'm with you guys. I mean, I would think about it, but I probably wouldn't do it.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it because I think it does impact your taste buds tremendously. Side note, Leighton okay, though? Everything okay?
Oh, yeah.
She didn't lose her sense of smell.
She, Dr. Elledge, who actually took my tonsils out, she had an ear issue where she has actually scraped the eardrum. No, she thought it was the eardrum. It's the ear canal, which isn't as serious. But they had to do a look at it and had to give her some kind of ointment that she's got to put on for the next couple of weeks. But I was like, you know, of course, one of these weird questions. So do you get more ear, nose, or throat people coming in? What do you guys think the answer would be?
I would say throat.
I would say throat.
Sore throats.
He said nose, not even close.
Really?
Wow.
Interesting. Nose has the lead, huh?
Yeah, the deviated septums and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that seems like where the money would be. But I always wondered, did they tell you how, like, for them to go scratching eardrum? I mean, how easy is it for us to do that? Is that possible?
Oh, yeah.
Like how?
I mean, she did it with a Q-tip.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Because I am a Q-tip user.
Yeah,
Is that?
she did it with Q-tip.
They warn against going too deep with the Q-tip. I used to like to do it too, but they warn you don't go too deep.
Yeah, I still dab a little bit because I put the little sea breeze, a little alcohol in there.
Yeah.
Like how deep is too deep?
I think the recommendation is just doing right. You know, just basically like just inside the ear right there.
Just what you could see.
Yeah, that ear is obviously so important, but so delicate. You know, our buddy John Walker, he busted his off a diving board. And so his equilibrium.
Hitting the water?
Yeah, he had to have like 4 or 5 operations. Equilibrium was completely thrown off forever.
Yeah.
Second down.
Laura says she wonders if the ENTs, if vapes are messing up noses and throats a lot. I'm not saying that about Leighton.
Yeah.
I don't think she vapes, but I'm just saying, like, I wonder if they're seeing a higher incidence of stuff because of vaping. Yeah.
Okay, so keep up with this. What happens first? The combination. I'll give you these combination team.
All right.
Ole Miss, Mississippi State, South Carolina, Missouri, and Kentucky. 5 teams.
Okay.
One of those winning the SEC, or Boise State wins 2 playoff games.
Boise State wins 2 playoff games. Here's what will happen. Boise State will get in the playoffs. They'll pull an upset. They'll get a hurt quarterback or something like that, and they'll stumble into 2 wins.
And I'm not necessarily
make a case for any of those
I'm not
teams.
talking about necessarily 2 wins in one season. I'm talking about 2 wins over. I would definitely go Boise State here. I don't think it's close.
No. What's my 5 SEC teams?
Ole Miss, Mississippi State, South Carolina, Missouri, and Kentucky.
To win the SEC?
Yep. None of those teams are ever going to win the SEC.
Ole Miss could. Lenore Sellers is so good. I don't think any of them will, but I don't think Boise State will ever win a playoff game.
Ever. Boy, ever's a long time, Jim.
Ever. The separation between Boise State and everyone else gets bigger and bigger every year.
Well, yeah, but let me paint a scenario for you, okay? Let's say the Florida State situation happens. Jordan Travis goes down last game. They're in the playoffs in a 12 or 16-team playoff, but now you're playing without your starting quarterback. And you happen to draw Boise based on the seeding. I mean, that's how you could stumble into a win.
If I'm on the committee, I'm not going to put Florida State at that point as a 5 seed playing the 12 seed. I'm going to, make them an 8 seed or a 10 seed. I'm going to judge Florida State by the team I have left on the field. Yeah, they're going to be in my playoff. They're not going to be a 5 seed anymore. So I'm going to put a good, healthy team against Boise State. I'm not letting Boise State come to my party and have a good time.
So do you think we've seen the best of Boise State football?
I do.
Because they were really good last year.
I do. They were good. They were good last year. They were good.
I feel good about taking Boise State in this.
Yeah, against the rest of the other side of that is make the case for any of those winning the conference. That's really hard to do.
That's hard because that gets harder every year too. Yeah.
Third down.
Lucille Ball would have been 114 years old. Ultimately, the better career was at Lucille Ball or Ellen DeGeneres. I know Ellen has not had a good landing here.
You know what I've noticed the last few weeks is that we don't have as many icons anymore. Like we're having to get to people who are dead that would be 100 and something years old, and I think that's because we don't have Lucille Balls anymore.
Well, and I think also, and it was funny because sitting in the ENT looking at celebrity birthdays today with Leighton, I said, hey, do you know any, like the first 20, and it goes by Q rating, the first 20 people before I got to Lucille Ball, she was like, I don't know any of these people. And it's all YouTubers.
Well, part of it is entertainment was so limited back then. Like Lucille Ball could become an icon because you had...
But it was true entertainment back then.
Well, yeah, but you had no other choices, really. I mean, it was either Lucille Ball or...
Yeah.
I don't even know what was the other option back then. Shirley Temple?
Lucille Ball.
I go watch Shirley Temple?
A lot is my answer here.
And who was the other one?
Ellen DeGeneres. I thought for a minute, look, and I know that...
It ended bad for Ellen.
Yeah, but for a minute, I thought she was one of the best interviewers out there. I thought her show was highly, highly entertaining.
Yeah, very much so.
She was very generous. She did a lot of cool stuff.
I think she was making, at her peak, like $100 million a year.
Yeah.
I'm not doubting Ellen's greatness. I'm just saying, if you go back and look what
I agree.
Lucille Ball did, production-wise, changing the way women were perceived in Hollywood and in the entertainment industry, Lucille Ball by a lot.
I think if Ellen still had her show, then we would have a lot less of these little random micro celebrities. Like if Ellen still had her show, Hawk Tuah wouldn't have been a thing. She would have been on Ellen for a week, and then that would be it.
Interesting.
Ellen would have beat the horse to death.
Do you think Ellen would have had on the Coldplay couple?
Probably, yeah, absolutely.
Have they done any interviews?
I don't think so.
I mean,
not together.
At some point, the check's going to hit the bank.
It's hard for me to figure out what is real and not real on the internet. So I saw one, like a response from the wife, a letter that she wrote back.
Yeah, I still don't believe it 100%.
Yeah, I don't think those are real.
And I don't think that was real. And so I don't know what's real or not real. So I don't even know if that couple that was on the Coldplay, if that really is an incident that happened, right? And he's suffering.
But it would be so easy to stage. Now, look, you would have to have your spouses involved. Do they really want to take this on? But I don't know. I still find it hard to believe somebody in their position would have that kind of PDA going on at a Coldplay concert.
Yeah.
But people have done
Fourth down.
I can't believe I'm asking this. 5 years ago, this would have been laughable, but I think it is legitimate now. David Robinson is 60 years old.
Okay. The Admiral?
Yes.
All right.
Ultimately, better career, David Robinson or Dave Portnoy?
I'd still go David Robinson right now. But again, that's he's an NBA champion.
Right, but
Dream Team?
Dream Team,
Yeah, he's on the Dream Team.
Dream Team's always our
former
trump card.
MVP.
Yeah.
He's a guy that won championships. But you look at Portnoy from some kind of small magazine rag to where they are now. The ability to sell his company for hundreds of millions, to buy it back for pennies on the dollar.
It was just crazy.
Not only the Sun Sips. What are they called? The seltzers.
High Noon?
High Noon. But he's
Yeah.
also got a new one out that Maddie was drinking at the beach with his little bulldog on there. So, I mean, he's dialed in, and now he's got the Fox pregame show.
Yeah.
I was talking.
Very good. Very good.
I was talking to somebody the other day about the merchandise, and they're like, so they sell their merchandise online? I was like, they sell their merchandise in PGA Tour Superstore and Dick's Sporting Goods, and I mean, it's everywhere. Their merchandise is everywhere.
And Transfusion, they've got the mixers that people buy now. I mean, they have become a massive brand that is getting involved in everything. I think ultimately it's going to be Portnoy. Right now, I think it's tight, but I think I'm going to go Portnoy.
He's going to end up with more money.
Oh, he's got more money
best
already.
Pizza reviews.
Huh?
Got the best pizza reviews too.
It's my least favorite thing he does, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's never appealed to me. He takes a piece of pizza out, he bites it, and he gives a number. I'm like, how many times can he do that? He's done it a million, obviously.
They do such a great job, like with all of their personalities at least being featured somehow. I thought the pizza thing was genius, but you know what they really came up on was the little video clips of like disasters, like boat crashes and people catching on fire, and they don't even do that anymore. It just kind of slowly evolved out. I mean, I don't think they do that anymore, do they?
I'm not sure, but a lot of companies have been making money just licensing out people's cell phone videos, and then they own the content for YouTube and Twitter and stuff like that.
And that is 4 Downs today, brought to you in part by our friends at Woodhouse Day Spa. A chance to, football starts again tomorrow night. You may want to do something nice for the wife.
Yeah, hey, look, this is the easy out. Look, you're going to be watching football all day. You want to go play golf all day on a Saturday or Sunday? Send the wife or girlfriend to the Woodhouse Day Spa, the gift of relaxation. They are going to absolutely love it. You can stop in, see Stuart and the incredible staff, located conveniently at the Summit Shopping Center's beautiful location up there. Or you can order that perfect gift online 24/7. Birmingham.woodhousespas.com. Choose from a menu of over 70 options, including the massages, body treatment, skincare, waxing, nail services. Woodhouse Day Spa, voted America's best day spa since 2009. Again, order online, Birmingham.woodhousespas.com.
Follow Scott Forrester on Twitter at ScottForresterTV.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, company truck accident, car accident, or work-related accident? Call Alabama's largest personal injury firm. Alexander Shunnarah Trial Attorneys will fight for every dollar you deserve, and it won't cost you a dime. Trust me. What do you say, man?
Call me, Alabama.
Call 659-777-7777 or go to Shunnarah.com.
No representation made that the legal services provided are better than legal services provided by other attorneys.
As we all know, there's no off-season when it comes to college football. If you want to stay in the know with all things Alabama, join us over on covercrimson.com and get $25 off your annual subscription. We'll keep you up to date and give you exclusive content all the way to the first Saturday of football season on covercrimson.com.
Stop by the New York Butcher Shop and pick up the finest in certified Angus prime beef steaks and burgers, premium pork chops, ribs, and all-natural chicken cut to order just for you. Their chef-prepared entrees and side dishes are the perfect dinner-to-go choice for your family and are ready to heat at home. With a great selection of fine wines and desserts, the New York Butcher Shop is your one-stop dinner shop. 2 locations to serve you, Cahaba Heights and on Highway 119 in Greystone. The New York Butcher Shop, rare quality, well-done service.
Hang out with the next round on the go. Whether you're driving to work, running errands, sitting on the beach, or you just need a break from the real world, we can keep you company. Check out the next round, Mystery Fifth Hour, and our other shows on your favorite podcast app. We'll meet you there.
Hey, Lance Taylor from the next round to tell you about my friends at Michelson Laser Vision, located conveniently UAB Highlands. Almost 20 years ago, I went in for the procedure. Only took 12 minutes for both eyes. When I went in, I had 2200 vision. I was legally blind. Now I have 20/15 vision, still 19 years later. Make the call today. Schedule a hassle-free consultation, 969-8100. Dr. Mark Michelson, Dr. Jen Michelson, Michelson Laser Vision. Make sure you tell them the next round sent you, 969-8100 or Michelson. LaserVision.com.
No matter the occasion, the Next Round store has you covered with whatever you need. Head over to nextround.store and start filling your cart up now. When you wear your gear, make sure to let us know by posting on socials, and you might just end up seeing yourself during a commercial break. Go browse now at nextround.store and place your order before the break ends.
As we all know, there's no off season when it comes to college football. If you want to stay in the know with all things Auburn, join us over on thebarnauburn.com and get $25 off your annual subscription. We'll keep you up to date and give you exclusive content all the way to the first Saturday of football season on thebarnauburn.com.
Hey, there's nothing worse than waking up to a plumbing problem. Don't get caught in a flooded house. Call the guys at Hemp Hill Services. Adam, Chad, and the team at Hemp Hill are the only ones I trust to fix it and fix it right the first time. Hemp Hill Services does it right and always at a fair price. For all of your plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, trust the name that Birmingham has trusted since 1954. That is Hemp Hill Services. Call now, 205-229-2090. That's 205-229-2090.
At Central State Bank, we are large enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Manage your money with ease, whether it's mobile banking, hassle-free checking, competitive loans, business solutions, or personalized financial advice. We're your hometown bank with big-time service. Visit us today and experience banking made simple, because at Central State Bank, you come first.
Member FDIC.
It's bow time. Tired of choosing between sweet and savory? Why not have both? Introducing Bojangles' new chicken and bowberry waffles. The bold Cajun chicken filet you love, now drizzled with a bowberry honey glaze and sandwiched between two warm waffles. Which means your favorite meal of the day just met your new favorite dish. And lucky for you, it's served all day. But it's only here for a limited time, so try chicken and bowberry waffles at Bojangles today. It's bow time.
Jim Dunaway, Lance Taylor, Ryan Brown. Live from the Birmingham Racecourse Casino Studios, the next round, presented by Bud Light, is on now.
This hour brought to you always by Sterling and the wonderful folks at Champy's World Famous Fried Chicken down in Alabaster. It was great seeing them 2 Fridays ago.
Have you got video evidence yet of him at Yankee Stadium?
I have not. Tell everybody the story.
Well, Sterling did send us a text the other day, a group text saying that he was up in New York for a Yankees game and he was on the big screen, the Jumbotron, wearing a next round hat.
How about that?
And we were like, we need video evidence or we need a picture, and we haven't got anything yet.
Yeah, it is hard to be on the big screen and take a picture of you on the big screen at the same time.
Now, somebody else will do it, though, because back to Coldplay, right?
That's true. Yeah. Tell the Coldplay guy.
Yeah. So Sterling and the folks at Champy's Chicken in Alabaster bring you the final hour of the show. Fantastic fried chicken that is brined overnight, cooked to order with all the great homemade sides and desserts. Champy's right there on Highway 119 in Alabaster. A great dine-in experience for food and drink, but also easy-to-go orders at champy'schicken.com. And don't forget the taste of the Delta with those Delta recipe tamales. Champy's Chicken, Highway 119 in Alabaster, for all your tailgate needs this season. Forrester has pulled a graphic. Don't put it up yet, Forrester. I want to see if these guys can answer the question. Again, I'm just trusting internet people that post. So a disclaimer there if this is not right. But Matchup Tracker, which is one of my favorite follows on Twitter because of their graphics. Each of the Power 4 conference, the head coach, and again, don't let them guess, Forrester. Don't put it up. Don't spoil it here. The coach with the most regular season wins in the conference that they coached in.
Okay.
Most regular season wins. Count the conference championship game. Not bowl wins, not out of conference wins. Just, for instance, most wins in the SEC. Most SEC wins.
So this is current coaches who leads each conference all time. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Big
time.
10, Big 12, ACC. Explain it better than me, Forrester.
Yeah.
Do a quick little. I don't know. A better.
Well, I would go Nick Saban, Steve Spurrier, and Bear Bryant.
Okay, I just have one for each conference. SEC, Big 10, Big 12, ACC. Who is your SEC pick?
I would go Nick Saban.
I think I would go Bryant. Now, he coached fewer annual conference games, but he did it longer than Saban.
Bear Bryant is the answer. 159 SEC wins. Again, regular season games and conference championship games. Who do you go with in the Big 10? It's the last two that surprised me.
Bo Schembechler?
Would have been my guess. Woody Hayes, 153.
Yeah. You knew it was going to be one of those two, Schembechler or Hayes.
Now Big 12. Now keep in mind, Big 12 was newer.
My gosh,
Bob Stoops.
15
Bob
different
Stoops
teams.
is the answer there. 128 Big 12 wins. So that's a lot.
I know the ACC too.
Who?
Dabo. I think it's got to be Dabo. I mean, who else coached? George Welsh coached a long time, but I don't think they won enough games.
No, I would. Well,
Bobby Bowden.
Oh, would it be Bobby Bowden?
But they didn't join until.
And that's, I would say, Frank Beamer. But Beamer didn't join until later. I think it's Dabo.
I'm going to stick with Dabo.
Yeah, I'll go Dabo.
Dabo Swinney, 119 ACC wins. I mean, just
how many did Bowden have?
Pac-12, would it be my man Pete Carroll?
It does. They don't go to the Pac-12, but
that doesn't exist.
Pete Carroll would be in the conversation, right? I assume Don James would be too.
John Robinson,
some of those greats there. John McKay. But I mean, you look at that. It's Bear Bryant, Woody Hayes, Bob Stoops, and Dabo Swinney.
What company for Dabo? I mean, all right. So Bobby Bowden, ACC wins. See, again, they did not join until '92.
But still.
But he had 105. I mean, Dabo has just recently passed him. He had 105, and he coached forever at Florida State. I mean, he coached 15 years at Florida State before they were ever in the ACC.
I don't like when you start looking into stats, Brown.
Why, Jeff?
Because these are graphics I don't do the work on.
No, I like that one.
I know, but I'm just saying that, a matchup tracker, I don't want to. You would have dropped, if you'd have dropped up there, Bobby Bowden had 121. It would have ruined the whole first 7 minutes of this hour.
Oh, that would have been terrible. Frank Beamer, just for the record, 126 conference wins, but keep in mind, a lot of those are Big East.
Yes, back in the day.
Yeah.
All right, back to our conversation on college football as we continue with Alabama and Auburn camps, getting ready for the season. 17 days away from week 0. And that week 0, I'm so excited about that week 0, Kansas State, Iowa State opener.
Great game.
Yeah, and we get that in 17 days. Were both of them in the Iowa State was not ranked in the coaches poll, were they?
Oh, I thought they were.
They were.
Kansas
both
State
are.
Was. Both are.
I think both are right around 20.
Okay, so we get
that's where the Big 12 was, right around 20.
So we get ranked versus ranked in that first game. Kansas State unveiling their helmet for the game. And there you see Iowa State at 22, Kansas State at 20. So 20 and 22. They play in 17 days. And Kansas State has a specialty stripe on their helmet. They're not going too crazy, but that'll be their helmet for the game in Dublin coming up. I haven't seen anything. They're throwing the Irish flag on there and a 4-leaf clover on the back of it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know what I don't like about the week 0? I love the fact that we've got that game, but then your 3 primetime games, so to speak, are all at the same time. And we've got a Hawaii game. We got one on the island that kicks at 6:30. Why would they not kick that thing at 9:30?
I know you go as late as you want at Hawaii.
Yeah.
So give me the games.
So Idaho State and UNLV is at 3 o'clock. Then at 5:30 on Fox, Fresno at Kansas could be a decent game.
Yeah.
Sam Houston at Western Kentucky, CBS Sports Network, 6 o'clock. Then Stanford on the island against Hawaii, 6:30. Regular CBS.
Yeah. I'll say again.
That's why it's at 6:30.
Because it's regular CBS, yeah. I'll say again, SMU and...
By the way,
what?
How about Brad and Gary? Gary's last year and Jenny Dell, they get... Oh, yeah, we'll do that Hawaii game to start things off.
Yeah, guys, it would really help us to have a run-through live game. We'll make sure all the graphics are tied.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll do that game.
We'll go week 0. It is Gary's last year. I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah.
Gary's retiring at the end of the year, isn't he?
Yeah, Corso too.
Well, Corso's only doing one thing, though. Gary's doing the whole season. But, yeah, he is retiring. I'd forgotten about that. And they're moving Charles Davis in there, if memory serves. He's coming off the NFL. Yeah, I think he's coming off the NFL, and they're moving him in.
Let's see what Gary's got. Nevada and Penn State.
Oh, Gary's schedule's not going to be good. That's the CBS got this Big Ten deal, and they just get a bunch of crap games.
I mean, that's the game week 1.
Yeah. Oh, no, they get bad games.
Nevada and Penn State.
They traded the best SEC game of the week, which was frequently the best game in the nation, for a terrible Big Ten schedule.
Terrible.
I mean, like last year, I remember watching.
There were some. They
Penn
got
State
some
USC,
good games.
Penn State USC.
Yeah.
That's the game I'm confident I watched on CBS was Penn State USC. I'm confident in that.
Yeah.
I'm certain I watched that one on CBS. I cannot confidently tell you any other CBS game I watched last year. I heard Gary almost none. That is such a bad contract they got.
Yeah. But the way you guys griped about Gary and
you guys
CBS for years.
I had no problem with them. I wasn't the biggest Gary fan, but CBS wasn't an issue. Did you not like CBS or did you have a strong feeling one way or the other?
I loved that. I loved having the best game in the SEC every week at 2:30. I loved that it was CBS, usually standalone on CBS.
Right.
I loved their camera work, their production. It was a real crew. It wasn't campus crews. It wasn't,
Yeah, but the best game doesn't use a campus crew. The Herb Street Fowler game doesn't use a campus crew.
Well, it doesn't.
And it's a SEC game. Yeah. The one thing I miss is the music. Occasionally I'll get in a TikTok or YouTube wormhole on old SEC on CBS games. Or even before they had the SEC, when it was I watched one recently. Do you guys remember that Notre Dame Florida State game that was number 1 versus number 2?
Oh, yeah.
And it ended up being a classic game, came down to the final play.
1993.
Yep, and they show, they do the open, and I mean, it was a heavily produced open.
Yeah.
And then bam, 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 bam. Oh, feels so good.
Yeah, it seemed like they had more cameras and more camera angles.
Yeah, I really don't know about that.
They just seemed like better cameramen. Seemed like it was tighter. It's like you could see inside the eyeballs.
Well, you don't now because they have crappy games.
Yeah. CBS there. All right. Let's do our spotlight here, Tyler. And I tell you what, Forrester, I'll throw away the whole script this whole half hour. I'll use the graphic that you just sent me as our spotlight. You ready? Hit it.
The College Football Spotlight.
Scott pumping out them graphics. Alexander Shunnarah brings you the spotlight, the Shunnarah Spotlight each day. Alexander Shunnarah Trial Attorneys, a national firm with Southern roots, headquartered in Birmingham. More than 24 years, they've grown to more than 150 lawyers, supported by more than 500 dedicated team members. Listen, Alexander had a mission to create a firm that could handle any issue his community faced. Well, here's what they've done now. They not only handle personal injury claims, but claims for fire and storm damage, bad drug and device claims, disability, workers' compensation, and a host of other claims. When you find yourself in need of a lawyer, call the Alexander Shunnarah Trial Attorneys. You pay nothing unless they win your case. Shunnarah.com. Shunnarah.com.
Forster's about to show us the on 3 from BetMGM, the most bet overs and the most bet under win totals so far this offseason. LT, yes or no? Is it possible for one team to be both the most bet over and the most bet under?
It is possible, yes.
It is possible, and it has happened so far.
Uh-oh.
It is the Colorado Buffaloes.
It's a polarizing team, and they have been since the day Dion got there.
The most bet over at 5.5 and the most bet under at 5.5. That's pretty good for the casinos?
Yeah, it depends on what your minus is going to be both ways. Now, a lot of these totals, sometimes you can get a over 5.5 minus 200, and the under 5.5 is coming back plus 150. But yeah, probably will work out for the casinos here. I like the under here.
You like the under 5.5 there?
A great joke from Shane Gillis is, there was nothing. The retirement of Shedeur Sanders. They talked about nepotism. It had nothing to do with nepotism. Dude was 13-12, and they almost won a bowl game.
Yeah.
Think about that. With 13-12, literally with a first round, not a first round talent quarterback, and the Heisman Trophy winner, they've got to go backwards. They have to.
Back up to the graphic there. The rest of the unders was Michigan under 8.5. That is the second most bet under at BetMGM right now.
Which,
under 8.5.
Lance, you would normally then say, well, that's good news for Michigan.
Yeah, I would say that. And 8.5 is kind of a high total in year 2 with a true freshman starting quarterback, right?
So for those that don't follow a show enough, you would say that's good for Michigan because the public usually loses.
Yeah, public usually loses. But when you look at this Michigan schedule, I don't know how you guys feel about it. I think a pivotal game on getting Oklahoma to the over 8.5 is Oklahoma.
Yeah, week 2. That is so pivotal for both those teams.
Yeah, 7.5 is North Carolina. Go ahead, Brian.
Well, I was just going to say real quick, Lance, if they can beat Oklahoma, though, on the road, there is a bunch of winnable games that follow that one until they get to Ohio State. So,
bunch of losable games, though, too.
I know. I get it. But, if they can beat Oklahoma, I like them probably over that 8.5, yeah.
House payments all on LSU over 8.5 from Jimmy Landmine.
Normally, Lance, you would say this is bad news for LSU.
My pick to win the national championship is the second most bet over in Vegas at 8.5.
It's hard to. But can you imagine in the regular season if they have 4 losses, And that's where Vegas has got him on that threshold. Well, do you guys think Brian Kelly loses his job literally if he goes 8-4?
I
don't think he's done a bad job. He just he hasn't had success. I mean, going into the job, he was the most qualified they've ever hired.
Yeah.
But he hasn't had the success of the three guys before him.
But you could be an extremely good football team, and lose at Clemson and at Alabama. You know?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that could be 2 one-point games right there, and you're really, really, really good, and you could easily lose those 2 games because, I mean, I personally believe Clemson and Alabama will be still standing in the semifinals. I mean, you're talking about, in my mind at least, semifinal level teams that you're having to play on the road. So there's 2 losses where you can be really good and lose both those, Jim, and then all of a sudden, if you've got money on 8.5, you don't have a whole lot of room for error with LSU there.
Ohio State, the third most bet over at 10.5 to get to 11.
No, thank you. Again, we don't know what quarterback play is going to be like. We assume it's going to be really good because it normally is.
By the way, didn't even do it last year with a national championship.
And that's what I was going to say. Yeah. And you get, you get 1 loss. That's all you get.
Would you bet them?
I would. They don't play Oregon.
No, but imagine this: if they lose to Texas, to cash that ticket, you've got to win your final 11 games.
Yeah,
I just think it's way too risky.
Their ranked opponents, Jim, are at Illinois, middle of October. I'm not buying Illinois myself.
Other than Texas, yes.
Yeah, other than Texas. I'm sorry. Penn State at home, first week of November, and then on the road at Michigan.
Yeah.
To end the season. I mean, that's their ranked opponents right now. I do think at Washington's a tricky game for them.
I think they beat Texas in the opener.
Well, if they beat Texas in the opener, then I think you'd feel really good holding that ticket right there at 10.5.
Yeah.
But if they lose to Texas in the opener, you're going to sweat some bullets.
Give us cut 9, Tyler. Julian Sayin is the one-time Alabama signee by Nick Saban. Saban retires. Sayin says goodbye to Tuscaloosa, goes to Columbus, learned a little bit, didn't throw a lot of passes last year at Ohio State as they won the national championship. And now he gets asked how anxious he is for a starting quarterback to be named in Columbus.
How eager are you to know the answer to the question that everybody's been asking for 7 months now? Who's the starting quarterback for Ohio State?
Yeah, we're just taking it one day at a time. We have a close room here. And, I focus on, how I played today and then just improving and, how I'm going to go practice tomorrow and just getting my mindset ready for practice tomorrow.
Fascinating interview from Julian Sayin there.
He's got clear skin, though, man. Did you notice that? Look how clear his skin is.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying he's got a good complexion. A lot of times, you wear that football helmet and you can get that forehead gets roughed up there from the padding. Got a lot of sweat in that helmet. He's got a nice complexion is all I'm saying.
Forrester,
I'm not trying to date the guy. I'm just
Forrester,
saying.
last time we had somebody with a bad complexion up on our big screen here, not in trash. I've never noticed the complexion. Now,
do you notice it now that I say it?
My glasses are a little dirty in the glare from the lights.
His face looks really smooth.
See, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And Tyler agrees. Lance, what do you think?
No acne.
I mean, do you agree he's got a good complexion?
Yeah, he's got, is that Burrow's hair when he was at
a
LSU?
little bit,
Yeah.
Now, Forrester, you watch more of these than anybody. Based on the rest of the people you see in college football, Sayin's complexion's pretty good, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, he's
okay. That's all I'm saying.
Dude,
I'm not even commenting on his level of looks. I'm just saying he's got a good complexion.
You would think all the sweat and the
That's what I'm saying, Tyler. Now we are early.
Yeah,
in the season.
our man Bo Nix used to have.
Yeah,
he had some rough
skin.
skin.
He struggled with that.
Yeah, that works out perfectly, guys. Set up. Our next sponsor brought to you by our friends at Accutane. Tell us about Accutane, Brownie. How they saved your life from cratering.
Brown's face was a mess when he started this show.
No, seriously, tell us about Hempill. when your complexion's running hot or cold, call our friends
I'll tell you
at
this.
Hempill.
Imagine your AC goes out. You sweat your ass off all night. You
Bad
clog your
complexion.
pores.
Yep.
It leads to bad complexion. These are just little problems that can happen around the house. Whether you experience any of the plumbing, heating, or cooling issues, trust the name Birmingham has trusted since 1954. Our friends at Hempill Services, 205-229-2090. Hard to stop a train. For more information, hemphillservices.com.
All right, so hot and cold debate of the day is the preseason polls. We've got one out, one coming out. And anytime one comes out, people react and they're like, we shouldn't have preseason polls. It sets up an unfair advantage to those that are ranked high and those that are unranked. They've got to overcome this. Preseason polls, good or bad, We answered this question last week on the show, but I said last week I wanted to hear what you two thought about it. So bringing it back here, preseason polls, good or bad for the sport?
Well, first of all, I think it's good for the sport in this. You're going to probably watch Texas Ohio State based on the names and the helmets, right? But you're going to bring a lot more people into this sport advertising it as number 1 versus number 2. I think there will be people that watch it only because it's 1 versus 2. Like, they might not have gone out of their way to watch it. I know that sounds absurd. People in our audience like, you're an idiot, Brown. But not everybody in this country sits down and watches college football all day like we do.
That's right. It'll pick up more viewers in the pro football cities because it's 1 versus 2.
That's right. And that only helps your TV product. When more people watch, there's more money coming in. So that helps everything. But here's what I've always said, Lance, and I think you've said the same thing. I believe you agree with this. If you hate the preseason polls, sit down in November and rank your top 10 and see the first week in November. Rank your top 10 if that's where you think it ought to start, or the middle of October, and see how different it is than this preseason poll, but more importantly, how different it is than that week's poll.
And it's not going to be any different.
And it's not going to be a whole lot different.
I mean, how many people complain about preseason polls?
Oh, you hear it all the time.
You do hear some of it, yeah.
How do we even have the rankings?
Yeah. We haven't seen them play.
I mean, I don't see any negatives at all. It gets the buzz going, and, I know, again, we're probably not the ones to ask, but I just don't see anything negative that comes with the preseason poll.
It's literally why the Associated Press started doing a poll in the 1930s, was to sell newspapers.
That's right. It
was to create a buzz for football
publicity
by selling newspapers.
Well, and how about this? Like, if we didn't have the access we've got, if you had to go buy a newspaper in order to find out what the top 25 preseason poll is, meaningless as it is, we all would go buy it.
Yeah. But, and everybody focuses on, because Goose even mentions this, and we'll do it Monday. On Monday's show, the AP will come out, I hope before the end of the show. I think it's going to be 11 o'clock, I believe, during our show. We do it every year. There's a team that is ranked in the top 10 that will finish unranked. We'll try it, and we'll all say, I don't think it's going to happen this year.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I know, we do that every season.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the coaches.
Yeah. Give me the coaches again, Forrester. I want to see.
I thought about this yesterday when it came out, or Monday when it came out. I don't think that there's going to be that team this year.
I know. We do it every year, though. We do it every single year, and we always say, I just don't think this year is going to happen.
Texas impossible. Ohio State impossible.
Yeah.
Penn State impossible.
Yeah.
Georgia impossible. Notre Dame impossible. Clemson impossible. Oregon impossible.
Here we go.
Alabama impossible. LSU impossible. Maybe Miami with an injury to Carson Beck.
We do it every year, every single year.
Do you guys not agree? 1 through 9, impossible.
But Lance, I do this.
Again, if it's the AP poll, not this one, and it's to top 10 team finishes outside the top 25.
Correct.
If LSU doesn't meet their win total at 8-5,
they're outside the top 25. If they're a 7-win team, they're not ranked.
They're a 7-win team, they're out. So LSU's in play.
8-4 would have them in the bottom.
But their win total's 8.5. So even if they don't meet, like
I mean, I'm with you. If I have to pick Monday and it looks a lot like that, I'm going to go Miami.
Yeah. Well,
but I know we do this every year, and every year we have this exact conversation, and almost every single year, I don't know how many years it is, but it's something like 23 out of 25. And I'll find it for Monday's show. A top 10 team has finished unranked.
But here's the thing. The top 9 teams, I don't think there's any way. You give me 10 through 25, I could see all of those teams being out of the top 25. But I don't see 1 through 9.
But here's what I'll say, Jim. If you think pick the date right now, you say the poll should come out, the first poll should come out. That day, you sit down and based on what you've watched, rank your top 10 teams and see how different, because everybody focuses on, oh, look, the preseason poll got it wrong. That doesn't matter. The only poll that matters is the last one.
Yeah, it's different every week. That's why they release it every week.
Yeah, and so as long as it changes based on what you've seen on the field, it really doesn't matter when you start it. And my challenge would be, and if you guys want to revisit it, in the chat room, please do. Say, like, here's my top 25, and here's how different it is than this week's. As long as that week's reflects the same, what does it matter if it was preseason or not?
That's right.
And I think if you do that, you'll see, boy, mine sure does look a lot like the current AP poll.
And by the way, the AP poll and the coaches poll have never been more meaningless than they are in this era because of the selection committee when their rankings come out in, wait for it, November. Like a lot of you want them to come out.
You think it'll look like the AP poll?
Yeah. These don't mean anything. They do usually look a lot like the AP
they do,
poll.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a time. I mean, going back, we had the not debate, but Forster popped up when we were talking about 2004 in Auburn yesterday. I mean, the fact of the matter is USC and Oklahoma, Auburn had no shot because they were wire to wire 1 and 2.
That's right.
Yeah. That's the only time it's ever happened. That did screw Auburn up a little bit.
It did. I mean, if Auburn had started the year number 2, they'd probably play USC.
Yeah.
And it would have been Oklahoma. I mean, that was 1 year out of how long we played college football.
A lot.
I mean, that very rarely happens.
Yeah.
And it happens even less now.
Our friends at New York Butcher Shop, they're there for you. Open until 7 o'clock tonight. So if you're driving home as you listen to this at some point today, if you're not with us live, remember, all the way until 7 o'clock every day except Sunday.
Yeah, hey, stop in. Like, you've heard us talking about Jim and his fine staff for years now here on the next round. Stop in if you never have and just pick up a couple of steaks and let us know what you think. You're going to be blown away. The sides made in-house fresh from the baked beans, the mac and cheese, the goat cheese mashed potatoes that I absolutely love. They've got a fantastic selection of fine wines and desserts, rare quality, well-done service, 2 locations, the original Cahaba Heights, Highway 119 in Greystone. Get in and see Jim and that fine staff. It's the New York Butcher Shop.
Everything Next Round is on demand now in the podcast section at nextroundlive.com.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, company truck accident, car accident, or work-related accident? Call Alabama's largest personal injury firm. Alexander Shunnarah Trial Attorneys will fight for every dollar you deserve, and it won't cost you a dime. Trust me. What do you say, man?
Call me, Alabama.
Call 659-777-7777 or go to Shunnarah.com.
No representation made that the legal services provided are better than legal services provided by other attorneys.
Hey, there's nothing worse than waking up to a plumbing problem. Don't get caught in a flooded house. Call the guys at Hemp Hill Services. Adam, Chad, and the team at Hemp Hill are the only ones I trust to fix it and fix it right the first time. Hemp Hill Services does it right and always at a fair price. For all of your plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, trust the name that Birmingham has trusted since 1954. That is Hemp Hill Services. Call now, 205-229-2090. That's 205-229-2090.
This hour of The Next Round is presented by the Birmingham Racecourse Casino, now featuring 7 days of giveaways with your chance to win a share of up to $125,000. The more you visit the Birmingham Racecourse Casino, the more chances you have to win.
Hey, for all of your IT and printing needs, reach out to our friends at Xerox Business Solutions. Look, I'm still one of those old school guys. I print my notes every single day for the show. If you watch the show here on the Next Round, you see all the notes in front of me. From day one, Xerox Business Solutions, they've been with us here at the Next Round. Local for over 45 years. For all of your IT and printing needs, visit XeroxBusinessSolutions.com or call 205-969-3000. That's 205-969-3000. Stop by the New York Butcher Shop and pick up the finest in certified Angus prime beef steaks and burgers, premium pork chops, ribs, and all-natural chicken cut to order just for you. Their chef-prepared entrees and side dishes are the perfect dinner-to-go choice for your family and are ready to heat at home. With a great selection of fine wines and desserts, the New York Butcher Shop is your one-stop dinner shop. 2 locations to serve you, Cahaba Heights and on Highway 119 in Greystone. The New York Butcher Shop, rare quality, well-done service.
The World Wide Web is a large place. Find all your favorite people and content in the same spot. NextRoundLive.com is full of wonderful tidbits about the show you know and love. Find our gear, listen to your favorite personalities, follow our socials, and enjoy your trip to NextRoundLive.com.
Man, I love a good meal. I'm Jim Dunaway. A good meal is what you get with my friend Sterling at Champy's Chicken on Highway 119 in Alabaster. We're talking great southern fried chicken, wonderful sides, hand-cut chicken fingers, po' boys, and those Mississippi Delta recipe tamales. You got a perfect menu for everybody. Champy's Chicken is perfect for watching the big game, or taking a meal to the lake house, down to the coast, or stay in the restaurant and dine in a great atmosphere. It's all made fresh to order right there on 119 in Alabaster, Champy's Chicken.
It's time to pull the trigger on the Next Round merch that you've been eyeing. We know there's a lot to choose from at nextround.store, so here's a few of our favorite picks. If you want to match LT and Brown, go the TNR logo hoodie and throw in one of Dunaway's favorite hats. Any of them will do. The Backroom's go-to is the classic logo t-shirt, while my personal favorite is the light blue TNR crew neck. All of these items can be found at nextround.store and are EG approved. Rest assured, your order will be packed with lots of love from us here at the Next Round. Head over to nextround.store to start filling up your cart.
It's bow time. Tired of choosing between sweet and savory? Why not have both? Introducing Bojangles' new chicken and bowberry waffles, The bold Cajun chicken filet you love, now drizzled with a Bowberry honey glaze and sandwiched between 2 warm waffles. Which means your favorite meal of the day just met your new favorite dish. And lucky for you, it's served all day. But it's only here for a limited time, so try chicken and Bowberry waffles at Bojangles today. It's bow time.
All right, final segment of the show today, being brought to you in part by our friends at Urology Centers of Alabama. They're there for your health, and not just for the men as well. They'll take care of the women in your life. But hey, guys, if you're listening, prostate health early detection literally saves your life. They handle everything from prostate health to kidney stones, everything in between. And they have you covered with 16 convenient locations. Find the one nearest you by calling the number on your screen, 205-930-0920, or going to that website, urologycentersalabama.com, urologycentersalabama.com. For over 70 years, UCA has provided state-of-the-art patient-centered urological care with integrity and compassion. That's why I use them. You should too. urologycentersalabama.com. Basketball schedules are out, conference basketball schedules, which includes Alabama and Auburn. Give me Auburn first. I will take Auburn's start to the season. I like the way they ease in with Georgia. First home conference game is against Buckeyeball at Texas A&M. Arkansas, who's supposed to be really good, then on the road at Missouri. Home game to South Carolina. Then, this stretch for Stephen Pearl and Bruce Pearl's Auburn Tigers.
Say did Bruce retire? Well, that was on vacation.
I didn't mean to break the news.
Stephen's the face for us, right?
That's right. He's our Pearl.
Road game at Ole Miss. Definitely a tournament team. Road game at the defending national champs. Home game to Texas. Road game Tennessee. Ouch. Home game Alabama. That little stretch right there, man.
Is that a Saturday?
February 7th? I don't know. Alabama.
I'll check.
Gets Auburn at home in the final game of the regular season, sort of the flip-flop to last year.
Yeah, that is a Saturday. So if I could quickly say, I do like the fact that we're getting the Auburn-Alabama, Alabama-Auburn game on Saturdays rather than one of those being a midweek. I like having them both on a Saturday.
Yep. So there's then a return visit to Arkansas. They get them twice. Kentucky is a home game. Ole Miss get them twice. Alabama get them twice. But I like the way Auburn's able to, relatively speaking, to a conference that had 14 teams in the tournament last year, ease into the conference schedule. But that middle may be the toughest in the country, that Ole Miss, Florida, Texas, Tennessee, Alabama stretch. Wow, with 3 of those on the road. Wow, tough.
Go ahead. Because I could say it after the Alabama one.
Then the Alabama one. As I said, starting with Kentucky at home, then at Vandy, where Alabama never plays well, Texas at home, and then you roll down through there at Mississippi State. Who is that?
Who is that?
After State
Oklahoma?
is at Oklahoma.
At Oklahoma.
Oh, at Oklahoma. Okay.
Then
Tennessee, Missouri, at Florida, Texas A&M, at Auburn, at Ole Miss, South Carolina, Arkansas, at Mississippi State, at Tennessee. I just don't see the same. Like there's the same tough schedule, but I don't see that same brutal stretch of 5 games in there like I saw with Auburn.
I would agree. There were times Alabama's basketball schedule was unrelenting last year.
Yes.
That does not on the surface look like an unrelenting schedule.
Yeah, but you never know year in, year out how many of these teams are going to be, next level good.
Like Kentucky's really good. Texas is really good next year. I mean, Mississippi State
should be good.
Should be good.
Oklahoma should be good.
Tennessee will be good.
The whole conference.
You got to play Tennessee twice. You got to play Auburn twice. I mean, it's tough. I'm with you, Brown. For some reason, I've always thought Alabama's conference schedule was tougher than Auburn's conference schedule.
I don't know that it is this year.
I don't know if it is this year.
What I was going to say, though, is I do love the fact that we are now settling on Auburn and Alabama closing out the regular season. This year in Tuscaloosa, last year in Auburn. I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, you don't. I see you grimace.
Yeah.
You like it, Lance? I'm not saying it's the new Duke, North Carolina, but I always liked Duke and North Carolina closing out the ACC season.
See, I didn't because I already knew then that both of them were in the tournament. It's like last year I knew both Auburn and Alabama was in the tournament. It did feel big. I don't know why it felt so big. Oh, because Alabama won on the road. It felt big.
Oh, I was talking about Duke, North Carolina always felt big, even though both were in the tournament. Both might have already been a 1 seed sometimes. I like it, don't you?
Yeah.
I like them being on Saturdays for sure.
Saturdays for sure.
Yeah.
And, I mean, arguably we had one of the best games ever last year on a Saturday, right, when Sears hit the shot?
Yeah, and that was the last weekend of the season.
In overtime, yeah.
Right before you go to the SEC tournament. All right. One more thing to get to here before we get to trash. After Brownie tells us about Central State Bank.
Yeah, it is your local bank there, Central State Bank. You're dealing with local people. It is a bank that truly gets you as well. 6 locations, Central State Bank, across Shelby County and Central Alabama, and 1 in Alexander City. Central State Bank offers products and services designed to meet a wide range of individual and commercial needs because they know this: no 2 needs are the same. More than 100 years of service allows Central State Bank to be large enough to serve you, small enough to know you. And they are proud of that they're large enough to serve you, but small enough to know you, because they're rooted in the community and they are driven by relationships. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
They just set a record at Wembley Stadium over the weekend.
So when you teased this earlier,
most pints of beer in 1 weekend at Wembley Stadium.
When you teased this earlier, I was like, is Jim revisiting an old story we never heard? Because I didn't know they still used Wembley Stadium, so it's still in use.
Yeah, big for concerts, about 80,000 a night for concerts. And this weekend, Oasis, or recently, I don't know if it was this past weekend.
Yeah, I think it was this weekend.
Oasis back together, and I don't know how many nights they did a show, but 80,000 every night. And Oasis fans consumed what Wembley calls a record 250,000 pints over the nights that they were back in concert.
Little surprising just based on the fact that they've got such a 50-50 split, men and women. All these women love the Gallagher brothers.
Do they? I didn't know that. Are they good-looking guys? Or are they?
I mean, I think women think they are. Okay. Yeah, I mean,
better than Julian.
Yeah, I mean, Liam, I think, was married to Patsy Kensit for a minute.
Oh,
so 250,000 pints a night.
Do the women drink more beer overseas than they drink here?
I don't know, but that works out to about 3 pints a person at 80,000.
It's just not that big of a deal.
Some people drink more.
Yeah.
Some people don't drink at all. So you average at 3 a person in there. That's the record. 2 times as many as Coldplay, who held the record before that, according to Wembley.
That's not really surprising.
Yeah,
6 times.
We've had more of a Coldplay update since that record.
6 times more than Taylor Swift.
Oh, I don't. That doesn't surprise me at all because she's got such a young audience.
Yeah. I don't do pounds, but this sounds like a better beer deal than you got at the Coca-Cola Amphitheater. Each pint is 8.30 pounds.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's, what's that, 1.5 American dollars?
That translates to $11.08
a
pint.
So $11 a pint.
See, and I would rather have the pint than the 20, 24-ounce, whatever they serve at some of our venues.
Yeah, so
it's a better deal.
It is 24. And how much are you paying?
22.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many ounces is a pint?
16.
I feel like I'm in that Saturday Night Live skit with Dave Bargatze.
16 ounces.
16 ounces is a pint.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I just $11. I used to complain about a $10 beer.
No, $11 pint's perfect.
Yeah.
What is the prime?
That's the way they get us to do it. I mean, eventually we always think
a $4 million coach in the SEC is a damn steal.
Yeah. Now $6 million's a steal.
What is the beer of choice at Wembley, do you think?
Think about it. We get if it's $2.65 a gallon, it's great for gas.
Oh gosh, yes.
There was a time at $2.65 we'd have burned down down DC.
Who were we at war with? Why was gas so high?
I would think Stella's big over there. Guinness.
And Bud Light, of course. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy.
Yeah, I still think across the pond it's probably Bud Heavy though.
Yeah.
Oh, you think so?
Why
the
not?
main Budweiser?
Why not?
But in the category, I mean, Ultra is the #1 selling light beer in the world right now.
Mick Ultra is?
Yeah.
Yep. Also from our friends at Adams Beverage, who brings us trash every day when Tyler hits the button.
I'm here with the winner, Derek Lewis. Derek, why'd you take your pants off? My balls was hot. I understand.
LT's Trash is presented by Bud Light.
Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. So, Tyler brought up the new Naked Gun movie earlier. Promo for Liam Neeson's upcoming crime-fighting comedy, The Naked Gun, has been on a roll, albeit a rather unconventional one. With a series of creepy mock AI posters recently going viral, the campaign has continued the bizarre hype, stepping up by launching a parody OnlyFans account. Now, while the best movie posters will always have a special place in the hearts of film buffs, it's great to see films embracing more offbeat marketing methods. From guerrilla campaigns to viral sensations, Naked Gun is proving nothing is off limits. Now, the playful post features some rather suggestive captions alluding to, quote, spreading and a big load, only to feature innocuous images of jam-laden toast and an overflowing washing machine. Now, apparently fans are loving this right here, according to this article. Will you guys go see this?
I loved. Now, Naked Gun again hit right when I was in my team. What year was that? 90?
Oh, that was 88.
88? So right when I'm in my formative years, Naked Gun hit. I remember seeing it in the theater with my buddy Jason Reeves and his grandmother.
No.
Oh, 100%. And if you remember, there's the scene where they're driving down the road, and Frank Draben's like, everywhere I go, I see things that remind me of her. And they're passing those two water towers or water reservoirs or whatever, and me and Reeves are dying, and the grandmother's sitting right next to us.
What did she think about the beaver? The stuffed beaver?
Oh, that too. I mean, that's we hadn't even gotten to that scene.
Will the grandmother go see the sequel?
I believe she's passed, so probably no. But
she's probably early release for her.
Wow. But yeah, so, and I think I remember, so it was Naked Gun, 2.5, and then 33 1/3, right?
I think so, yeah.
I think I saw 2.5. I don't think I did 33 1/3.
I've never seen 33 1/3.
I haven't either.
Yeah, 2.5. Was O.J. Simpson back in that one? I think he was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I will watch this, but I will wait until I can watch it on the couch.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to go to the theater for it. Well,
I don't
I'm
know.
sorry, Tyler. Tell me why I should go to the theater
Because
for it.
he laughed so hard his jaws hurt.
Yeah.
But you said if I want good comedies, I should go to the theater.
Yes, if you want good comedy movies to keep coming out, go to the theater. And also, there's just not many places you get that communal experience of laughing.
I do agree with that. The smell of popcorn. I do like going to the theater. And I want to see Liam Neeson in this role. Just because,
fantastic.
you know, I think we've stretched him out as an action hero a little bit too long into his 70s. But seeing, you know, how he plays a comedic role is very interesting to me.
It works so well. He has great chemistry with Pamela Anderson as well.
Apparently so. You guys tell me if you're on board for this. Frida is a company renowned for its baby products. They have teamed up with a small batch ice cream maker, Oddfellows, to introduce a unique ice cream flavor inspired by breast milk.
I don't know the actual taste of breast milk. I don't.
When I describe the taste, you're gonna be like, "Oh, that sounds good," but
Okay.
I think going in, it's gonna kill me just thinking about that.
I would guess it's salty sweet. I enjoy salty sweet. I assume I like salty sweet because.
Why do you think breast milk is salty sweet, though?
I just think it is.
Were you breastfed as a kid?
I'm sure I was. Yeah,
I'm certain I was, but I don't remember the taste.
I think it's not as.
I think I
common.
like salty sweet because I was breastfed.
Well, I like salty sweet and I wasn't breastfed.
They describe it on their website as lightly sweet, a little salty, with
do they
hints
really?
of honey.
I didn't know that. I was just with what of honey?
A hint
of honey and a dash of colostrum.
Hint of honey.
A dash of colostrum.
While it's not actually made with human milk, good, we think our recipe tastes pretty close to the real deal.
Yeah.
Only one way to find out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did think it was a little inappropriate that the left pint is bigger than the right pint.
Andrew is right. What the female eats can change the taste. I do believe.
Oh yeah.
While breastfeeding.
Yeah, I mean, if they're pounding out cigarettes.
Well, that's not.
I'm not sure it's true, but it is why I ate a lot of kiwi in the 90s.
What is
like
the
pineapple
oldest?
Juice?
What is the oldest kid you've seen being breastfed?
I've seen very few being breastfed.
Well, unfortunately,
I did. I was in a restaurant in Boston where I glanced over and the mom was changing over right as I glanced, and she didn't get the full covering
You're not
there.
supposed to look at that,
But
Brown.
Jim, I didn't know she was breastfeeding. I was just we're table next to us, and
You did too. You had your brake lines on. You were staring a hole through her.
No, we were at a high
How
time.
creepy would that be?
Hey.
See me a little titty.
Five. I think is the oldest I've ever seen. 5.
Yeah, 5
You
is
got
old.
teeth at 5.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
I think
5.
like 2, you should for sure tap out, right?
I think once they start getting teeth, you're
I-
like,
I
all right,
remember-
you're going to have to go to
Game
the
of Thrones, they had like an 8-year-old.
I think once they can ask for it, then they should be able to tap out.
Please.
If they can use the iPad to order it on DoorDash, should be a time to cut them off.
It says it does have omega-3s, lactose, protein, vitamins, and minerals.
Oh, it's got all the stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, we're talking about the ice cream again. I was going to say the breast milk has all the stuff you need.
Yeah, of course it does. Is Shane Gillis the one that does the bit on how did we end up on cow's milk? Like,
yeah, of all the milk. I mean,
that's what he said. At some point, he was like, no, it was that Dusty Slay guy that I like.
Yeah.
He was like, at some point, somebody had to try all the milks, and like guys were going with the cow. And he was like,
Woody Harrelson tried the bull, right?
I know, that's it. And that's his point. He's like, there were a lot of them you had to try, and you're like, nope, not going to that one.
Well, I mean, how hard is the goat to get the goat milk, right?
Guess that depends.
Dusty Slay, he's like, you got a poor calf over in the corner that needs mom's milk. We're like, nope, I'm getting this for myself.
So would you guys eat this? The freed up
Yeah,
breast
it
milk
sounds
ice
actually
cream?
very good. I'm not the biggest. I like caramel, but I don't like salted caramel.
The salted caramel from Jenny's is next level ridiculous.
I just like normal caramel.
Now, I'm not going to eat it if my cup as I'm eating in the restaurant actually says breast milk on it.
It's going to be awkward. I'll take a cone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put a waffle cone, please.
If you can make it look like Madonna's in the 80s. Those little cone bras.
I'll have Madonna's breast milk, please. Waffle.
Well, what if you could order it right now by person? Sydney Sweeney's will be through the roof right now.
Oh, yeah. You just get a titty cup like the when you go to a Barons game, remember? You order
it,
the Reds.
You order it A, B, or C.
Yeah. So the Minnesota woman
they
who
cut
made
you off before the 7th inning, though. So go back in the 5th inning and get double Ds.
Minnesota woman who made the mistake of confessing to an auto theft in her personal journal, a volume that ended up in police possession, has been spared a prison term by a judge who placed her on probation for 3 years. So district court hearing on Monday, Vanessa Guerrera, 31 years old, sentenced in connection with her April guilty plea to receiving stolen property, which is a felony. While the count carries a maximum penalty of 5 years in prison, Guerrera got off with a probation term. Now, Judge Krista Jass fined Guerrera $454 and barred her from possessing alcohol, drugs, guns, ammo, or explosives. She will also be subject to an unannounced search of her person, car, home, and workplace. Now, she was charged last year with the theft of a $2,000 Ford Freestar van that she sold for scrap. While probing the auto theft, investigators visited the home of Guerrera's mother, with whom Guerrera and her boyfriend had recently resided. Guerrera's parent turned over her daughter's personal journal, which contained incriminating handwritten entries. On the same day the van was reported missing, Guerrera wrote, quote, "Totally stole a car today, something I never thought of doing." She added, "Effing super freaking out about it."
This sounds like a setup. Like who would put that in a journal?
That dummy right there
I guess
that you're looking at.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you sentenced to the mental institutions. What I thought you were going
She
to tell
stole
me.
a car from scrap, and if you look at her eyes, I feel like she steals catalytic converters and copper wire.
Oh, you think she's a copper thief?
Yeah, I
Clay
think
buttholes?
she's a copper thief.
I'll tell you what she doesn't have. Julian Sain's complexion.
No, she does not. Julian Saying much
Yeah.
better looking. Yep. He's also not in prison.
Okay, so we all know the debate about rising prices at festivals. Every year the nation, or rather a section of the nation, wonders how much the price of a liter of beer will rise at the Munich Oktoberfest. Now, at the Hof Folk Festival, however, a young man was annoyed by the price of a bratwurst. He found it so expensive that he called the police in more than once. According to police, 18-year-old had requested a patrol several times within a few minutes. Quote, even when the police arrived, he continued to call the police in a provocative manner. According to the reports, the drunk had wanted to buy some bratwurst after visiting the folk festival the night before. However, the price seemed a little too high for him. He tried to negotiate with the seller unsuccessfully. Went on to say a bratwurst with a roll should cost €4. The man, however, only wanted to pay €3.50 and caused a huge fuss over the 50-cent difference per sausage. I just ban him for life.
Yeah, that's a good-looking brat, though.
It really is.
I'd hit him in the kneecap with a stick.
What's a reasonable price, American dollars, not euros, for that brat?
I mean, I think $4, right? $5, $6.
I'd go higher than that. That's a good-looking brat.
It looks like it's an abbreviated brat.
The best looking brat I could find on Google Images with some sauerkraut.
Okay, so this is not the one he was fighting over, but
no.
But it does. I'm with Lance. I don't know about the bun on that brat.
So, like, I have never run out of gas in my life. On the way back from the beach, I pull into Brantley. It was running really, really low.
Okay. Home of the Persons.
But I pull into this shop that ended up, they had everything from Yeti coolers to a barbecue pit outside, and they had what they called the River Dog inside. It was a brat that they made fresh in there.
Ooh, was it good?
Some bitch stuck with me for like 5 hours.
Yeah, but was it good going down?
I mean, it was okay. The casing was so thick, though.
Yeah, I don't like
just
that.
had to chew the casing off.
Yeah, that's it. The brat's done improperly if you have to do that with a casing.
Yeah, so the River Dog, I don't know what was in the River Dog.
What are you laughing at?
The things you have absolutes about. The brat, it's the brat's fault.
No,
could he have duller teeth right now?
I said it's done improperly if you have to chew through the casing. You didn't do it right. Am I right, Tyler?
You're 100% right.
Yeah, of course
it should just like snap.
Yeah, it should. It should. There should be a little pop in it, but you shouldn't have to like grind your teeth to get through the casing on a brat.
It was in a gas station in Brantley, Alabama.
I said it was improperly done.
But I will tell you, I heard the lady, we need 7 more River Dogs. I mean, they were selling the hell out of those River Dogs.
Yeah. How much was it?
I don't even know how much it was, but they had the pork sandwich. And before I could even do that, Maddie took a bite, and I was like, how is it? And she spit it right back out. Like, literally, and I was like, okay.
So you don't like it?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's a traveling salesman that they haven't seen since his last summer in Brantley.
That's what I'm saying.
Right next to the train station.
I don't know what was it. I mean, that River Dog, it could have been a toe. It was so tough.
Yeah.
Dave says that casing was probably so thick because it's been on the hot roller for the past day and a half.
Yeah,
I think you probably got an old River
I didn't
Dog.
get it. It was already pre-wrapped.
That's probably Coosa River. What river runs through Brantley? I didn't know they had a river.
They've got a basket bowl.
That's the person.
Wesley Person put that thing together.
Yeah.
It's never been in business.
Chuck and Wesley. What are you laughing at, Dunaway? Brantley, what river runs through there?
Nothing. There's no river in Brantley.
Well, why do they have a river dog? You're right, though. I don't see a river.
There's a creek.
Why would they call it a river dog, Lance?
No.
I
You
got
sure you were
no
Brantley?
idea. I was starving. Again, we were almost out of gas.
Yeah. So you went that route back from the beach?
I don't like that route.
Yeah. I don't like that route because of the lack of service stations.
I don't know about that.
Have you guys ever run out of gas? I never have.
I've been in a car that ran out of gas, but it was not my car.
Yeah, I've run out of gas before back in my teenage and/or college years.
I mean, really, you have to try to run out of gas.
Probably later on in my 60s, I'll run out again. But in between time, when I had a lot of money, no, didn't run out of gas. I'd stop by and fill it up. I guess the last, I can't say that either. I was going to say the last time I came close to peeing in my pants was on that stretch of Brantley because it just is nowhere to go sometimes.
Yeah, so you just got to go in the woods.
If you go past the last one, I did. That's what ended up happening. I pulled off into one of the pastures.
Yeah.
And got out and peed.
All right, Scott's showing us Brantley. Is there a river there, Scott? I don't see. Oh, I do see a river. What river is that?
That's down way away from Brantley.
I agree. That's the River Dog.
Yeah, the Conecuh River.
Oh, they got good sausage there.
Oh, the Conecuh River. That's why it's called the River Dog. It's Conecuh sausage.
Conecuh River over here. You got Dry Creek over here.
Yeah, probably not much water in that one.
Yeah, it's the Conecuh. It's a Conecuh broad.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Is there anybody in the chat that says they've had one? It's a really unique market. I mean, they had all kind of things in there.
Yeah, Jay says there's not a river in Brantley. It's just a dog pissing on top of a hill.
Which will tighten up the casing.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, that is Trash Today, brought to you by our friends at Bud Light, our friends at Champy's Chicken, bringing you this final hour of the show. If you want perfect casings on everything, perfectly delivered food every time, that's what Sterling does at Champy's Chicken. Those tamales, it gives you the taste of the Delta, all the great sides, the hand-cut chicken fingers, which, by the way, we had those almost 2 weeks ago this Friday, and the hand-cut chicken fingers, I mean, they were big as a baby's arm. The sauce that he makes, the honey mustard he makes there is so good. The ranch he makes there is so good. It's just fantastic food. Champy's Chicken, Highway 119 in Alabaster, Browning.
Do you have something to end of the show with? I just saw an amazing stat. I don't know if you guys saw it.
I actually wrote right here, if Zach Herbstreit's not on the show today, let Brown finish the show with an amazing stat.
Okay, hopefully Zach will be with us sometime. He got tied up with On 3. Speaking of Zach's, I just saw this, and we talked about it yesterday is the reason I wanted to bring this up. You mentioned that Cincinnati is changing their approach on their preseason games.
The Bengals.
The Bengals, yeah. That they're going to play more starters because Zach Taylor is worried about what happens with Cincinnati is that they start slow.
Starts.
I just saw this stat. Zach Taylor has played 12 games in week 1 or 2. What do you think his record is?
Oh, I know what it is.
I think it's 2-10.
No, it's 1-11.
It's 1-11. That's insane. So in weeks 1 and 2 under Zach Taylor, they are 1-11.
God, how good are they after that?
Well, I mean, they are
Really
always
been to the Super Bowl.
I know they're always fighting uphill.
But that's a problem when you're talking about the AFC North. It's such a competitive division. You get behind the 8 ball like that, it's tough to pull out.
I know. So maybe we'll see this year if this is a good strategy.
Yeah, I would not do that. I would play the numbers that, hey, it's something else. It's not the way I've approached the preseason. I would not roll Joe Burrow or Jamar Chase or any of those guys out there at all in the preseason.
I'm with you 100%.
I am so off of the preseason.
Yep.
Anti-preseason.
I am too. All I do is sweat out. And, the first time we did this together at the Galleria, you remember Cam Akers.
That's right.
Tore his ACL, and I was like, damn, season's over.
That was like day 1 of camp, wasn't it?
And you won the Super Bowl.
Won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He came back, which is pretty crazy.
Came back late.
He did come back late. Had a bad fumble against your Bucks. It almost cost.
Yep. Won the Super Bowl after you thought the season was done.
Yep.
All right. That's our show today. We're back with you 9 a.m. Central Time. Where are they going to see the video that we're about to do?
Oh, Scott will show it in the commercials. We may drop it out. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
This
We'll
is
see how it
very
goes,
loose production here, Jim.
But planning on rolling it out tomorrow at some point.
Yeah, Scott will show it in the commercials. Us trying to smash lenses of Breakline Optics.
Okay.
They say it can't be done. We'll put it to a test.
Okay. So not today on social media platforms.
I'm going to run them over, too, with my car.
Tomorrow during the show.
Hold it there.
We will unveil whether we were successful smashing them or not, and how much Double Down Media has to pay to repair the sidewalk here, because they're not worried about that. That's the bigger expense for me.
A hammer and a lens.
Yeah. It's Lance slinging a hammer.
Took them 2 months to repair the shitter. I don't think they're worried about the sidewalk up here.
Until next time, God bless you and God bless America.